a Wednesday night, waiting for it to say we're good, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? Set down PK Sport. We are live for the India versus New Zealand T20 number 4. This is going to be an interesting game because we have seen India already slaughter the Kiwis so far, man. We saw in the first game between the two, India won by 48 runs. They scored a whopping 238 runs for the 7 wickets in the 20 overs, and New Zealand 190 for 7. Then you go to the second game where India absolutely annihilated them again. They won by 7 wickets, 28 balls left, got 209. They were chasing down 208 and got it done, and that was done in 15.2 overs. And then you move to the third T20 where it was even more of a demolition derby, where the Indians won by 8 wickets with a whole 60 balls left. They chased down New Zealand's 153 total that they got in 20 overs in literally 10 overs. So this Indian team in this T20 series has been absolutely firing, man, and it's very difficult to go away from them today. I do feel like New Zealand are going to have a lot more of a crack here in this one. Otherwise, it's going to be extremely embarrassing. Do they win? I don't know. I don't think so. But it has been kind of embarrassing for them in this T20 series. Obviously, they're coming off the back of a fantastic away ODI series win, so at least the Kiwis aren't coming away with nothing from this India tour, but so far in the T20s, they have come away with nothing. Now, the Indians have won the toss and elected to bowl, so the Kiwis are going to have to get above 200 realistically. If you want any chance of winning this game here, you need to get over 200 because Abhishek Sharma is going to whack you around at the beginning as an opener. He's just been absolutely annihilating it, especially in that third game. But they've got 238 runs in that first game. They got 209 with 4.4 overs to go. And then they also got 155 just in 10 overs, which is on target for over 300. You know what I mean? So they must turn up to the party here, the Kiwis. And then they really do just need to find a way to make this at least competitive, because right now it's not a competitive series. Right now it is just an absolute whitewash. But we are going to see the openers here for the Kiwis starting to walk out. You got Devon Conway and Tim Seifert, then followed in by Rashin Ravindra, Glenn Phillips, Mark Chapman, Daryl Mitchell, Mitchell Santner, Zachary Folkes, Matt Henry, Ish Sodhi and Jacob Duffy. And of India, you've got Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, who's had a fantastic series so far, Shivan Dube, Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh, Harshit Rana, Ravi Bishnoi, Kuldeep Yadav, Arshdeep Singh, and Jasprit Bumrah, who is, one of the best bowlers going around right now. But all right, here we go. We're about to get to the chat as well. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I know if you're in Australia right now, my gosh, if you're in Australia or New Zealand, your time slot would be horrific for this, because it is 8:30 for me here in Vietnam, which is 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30 New South Wales in the morning. I think that's 1:30 a.m. for you guys in New Zealand, and 11:30 p.m. for everyone in Queensland. So this will be an awful time slot for you. Not too bad of a slot for myself. But the Kiwi openers are out there, and hopefully it's a good game, man. I really do hope. Now, tomorrow we do have Pakistan versus Australia. Now, that's going to be interesting, so you do need to turn up for that one. That is going to be a very, very interesting series. Australia are pretty heavy favourites, as you would expect. Don't forget it. But it will be interesting, especially to see if Babar Azam can get a bit of revenge for having an awful BBL tournament. Skeletal Suns is India playing with the 65-metre women's boundary again, Blaze. Dude, India have been crunching this regardless, to be fair. They really have been solid throughout this series. And, when you got Jasprit Bumrah, it's terrifying. When you got Harshit Rana, he is a very, very quality bowler. And then I'm going to just actually update this scorecard. We're about to see the first bowl come underway. They do have some really good bowlers, and they do have some really good batters, man. So it's kind of just like it's so difficult to beat this team. Australia and India are going to be the two teams to beat when it comes to the T20 World Cup, clearly. Even though New Zealand were in third on the ICC T20 international rankings coming into this series, they're now fourth behind England, who obviously had a great ODI series win last night against Sri Lanka. It was interesting, though. But England, they've rocketed up into third position. They have a they have a T20 series against, not Bangladesh, is it? Oh no, it is Sri Lanka. Sorry, I don't know why I thought Bangladesh. They literally are on a tour to Sri Lanka. But all right, the first bowl coming in from India, and oh geez, that's a weird one. But that will be one cheeky little run. I don't know if that was a single or if they're going to call that leg buys. I think they have called that as a single for Devon Conway, so he will get off the mark. I would assume. Yep, they have given it to Conway for the single. But no, this Indian team is good, bro. It is good, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Australia go against Pakistan because they're going to be obviously the biggest test to India in India, and the Indians will never forgive Australia. If we go to India and we beat India in India like we did in the ODI World Cup final, I'm telling you, they'll never forgive us. They'll never forgive us, and it will be the most glorious thing you would have ever seen. All right, second bowl, and it's come up from Arshdeep to Seifert. And that is an awful shot selection, but it'll be a dot ball. David says, Blaze, how hard is it in general to win in India, my friend? Well, we just saw New Zealand in a test series go and beat them there. They won in India. They won the test series last year there. And then they went and won the ODI with a completely weakened and much lesser experienced New Zealand team. They recently went over there for the ODI series and won 2-1. So it's not as difficult as it used to be. But when it comes to T20, T20 is their bread and butter, man. You know, they're not the same test team. They don't really care too much for the ODIs. Realistically, India is a T20 competition nation because of the IPL and because of the way they've really designed the game. Oh, no, Seifert, that is awful. Oh, that's actually going to end up being... Oh, and he's dropped it, and it's going to go for a 4. Oh, my gosh. Jasper Brummer couldn't get there. That was an awful shot. Seifert is not looking great. Yeah, scorecard. Thanks, Jay. No, look, it's not as difficult. It's not as difficult as it once was, but it's still obviously very difficult, especially in this format. Seifert should be counting his lucky damn well stars right now because that was awful, but at least he does get the 4 to get himself underway. Realistically, if you don't know too much about the Kiwi batting here, Devon Conway is very, very good. Seifert is okay at times. Roshan Ravindra is solid. Glenn Phillips is great. You just saw him in that ODI series. Daryl Mitchell is absolutely fantastic. And that's going to be a 4 there from Seifert. Well, that's a much better hit. That is a much more comfortable and much better hit there from Seifert. But they're getting some good runs off this first over. 9 runs off the first over. You're not complaining with that. Ben says, it's almost midnight for me. Yikes, in that case, good early morning, Mr. BKR. Well, it's only 8:30 for me here in Vietnam. And Kraken says, the Pakistan vs Australia series would not be broadcasted in Australia. Is it really? Are they not broadcasting that in Australia? Well, I'll just watch it on VIP Box. I'm watching this on KO, but I'll just watch that on VIP Box. Is it really? Surely not. Oh, no. Seifert's been shocking. Oh, he's going to actually be very lucky here, and it's going to go for a 4. It's a hat-trick of boundaries for Seifert. I don't know how he's doing this. He's scuffing all these shots. All of these shots are absolutely scuffed. But yet he's probably going... Well, he's already got, 12 runs off of the over from these 3 straight 4s? My gosh, he's lucky. Mitchell Marsh, chip shot, boundaries in the last 3 matches, no lie. Chris says it's nearly 1:30 in the afternoon. For me, tough times. Yeah, no, you've got a good time slot, but, when it came to the Ashes, obviously, you found it a little bit difficult. You found it difficult there. Chris says hopefully England will be playing Lapland next. I think England, yeah, they play Sri Lanka in the T20s. Oh, my goodness me. It's a good bowl, but it's going to end up being a single. So 14 runs off the first over. Very, very scary first over for New Zealand, but there will be 14 runs and 13 of those will come from Seifert. Just going absolutely nutso. So let's see what Conway can do now. Let me just make sure everything is working well on the screen. There we go. Also, if you didn't know, obviously we put an NRL video out today, which was biggest risers and biggest fallers of the season for 2026. So if you haven't checked it out yet, obviously go check that out. If you're a rugby league fan or just looking to get into the rugby league and you want to understand a bit more about rugby league, then definitely check out those rugby league videos. I'm just worried about who isn't playing for Australia. I heard Steve Smith is ruling himself out, but I take it with a grain of salt. If they go for a younger team with Connolly, I accept that. I just want to see this Pakistan series, man. Obviously, that's tomorrow. We start against Pakistan, so we'll have a better idea then. But Harshit Rana to get his first over of the match. Sean's good evening, mate. Get around your Sean. Kraken says, do you see any team touching the 300 mark in this T20 World Cup? Yeah, I could. I could see a team like India doing it, and I could see a team like Australia doing it. Oh my gosh, he went for the ramp there. Oh, that's right, Chris, that single. Seifert's back on strike. He is back on strike. Sana says, good evening, sir. Good evening, Sana. Yeah, Kraken, I could. I could see it for sure. I could see it for sure. I saw Elvid triggered a Broncos fan in the comment section. Dude, look, I was honestly expecting that, Ben, but as Jay said, it's quite salty. People don't understand that, one, the channel's not like it used to be. Oh my gosh, Seifert's just whacked that for a 6. Oh, Seifert's gone crazy. Yeah, people don't understand, one, the channel's not the same as it used to be, but also two, it's not biased to be saying this. Like, if you listen to what I was saying in regards to the changing of the rules, which directly impacts them, if I just sat there for 10 minutes and was just saying, oh, the Broncos are going to be shit, I don't like them, and Reece Bell sucks, all that kind of stuff, then of course don't listen. But I'm actually using a genuine reason to discuss why there's a potential they could drop off. And I even said, like, there's no guarantee they drop off. I'm not saying they will drop off. But there is a good opportunity. If there's going to be a team to drop off, it could be them, with the fact that they are a momentum and a that real speed game, which can be slowed down by the opposition with the changing of the rules. It's very, self-explanatory, but unfortunately some people just don't like to listen to any negativity, which is what I used to be for my team. I used to hate people who were negative about the Titans, which is very easy to do. But I used to hate people who would do that, and I'd go back and whatnot. Now I'm not like that. It comes with age, man. When you start to mature and whatnot. When you're in your early 20s, you want to take on the world, and still, even in your early 30s, I'm still a young pup, man. That's going to be a dot ball. Still a young pup. Still got a lot to learn. But people just get really upset and angsty when someone says a piece of criticism against their team. A depressed Tigers fan says, how different will that team tomorrow be compared to what it'll be for the World Cup? I haven't had actually a deep dive into that team for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll talk a heap about that when that game comes up. 1.3 overs gone, 20 runs scored though for the Kiwis. They would be super happy with this. They would be super happy with this start. And they need to get over 200. And, oh my gosh, Seifert is very lucky he's not out there. Conway's not even getting a sniff at the ball. He's not even getting a sniff here. Is that a one World Cup group with two good, okay teams in it, South Africa and Afghanistan? So I think 300 is not a stretch, to be honest. Yeah, I think you say India play USA in the opening game, one of the opening mainstay game. India is going to score 400 against USA. They might score 7 million. They might score 8 billion runs in that game. If they bat first, they may set a target of 900. Next bowl here to Seifert. And that's up in the air, but he's going to get a good shot away. And that is going to go for... Oh, that was weird fielding, but they will get a couple out of it. So it's going to be 22 runs for the Kiwis through 1.5. I can't be asked to take on the stairs half the time. Take on the stairs half the time? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Take on the stairs? You don't know what you're talking about. Conway has washed. Finn Allen is going to replace him. Yeah, Conway hasn't been great throughout this ODI and then T20 series. He had a good opening in the first match of that ODI, but then since then just hasn't really done anything spectacular at all. Oh, Seifert is killing him right now. Seifert is killing them. That's a boundary. Absolutely no chance. Brenton says, I just finished watching your other video upload today and seeing you're live. Yeah, Brenton, that's us, mate. That is us. And you're going to see that a lot in February. Whenever you're on YouTube, you're probably going to see us live. By the way, Brenton, went and saw that movie today, Blood Paradise. My gosh, it's a wild movie, bro. What? Just a wild movie. Oh, you take on the world in your 20s. Yeah, but you think you want to, right? When you're young and you're in your teenage years and you want to break out of the system, and then when you're in the 20s, you think you know everything, and you want to take on the world. But then the older you get, the more you realise, you take on the world's going to slap you. The world's going to slap you, man. Reminds me of the Rugby World Cup where Russia participated and got blown out by 60 every match. Jamaica. was the Rugby League World Cup where they got blown out by, I think, 90 every match. Yeah, that happened. That happened. So next bowl here, and Conway will get a single off of that. So that'll be 2. He'll be on 2 while Seifert's on 25. Broncos where fans were coming for you. Oh yeah, was it a heavy one? Oh, dude, very heavy one to watch. I don't understand. Like, okay, I can kind of understand where Kemp is coming from in regards to. I think that's who you said was watching it and talking about it. I can kind of understand where he's coming from in regards to, if you have kids, you don't want to watch it. I don't feel like that's a specific takeaway, but it is a takeaway, I guess, that you could say from it. It's just brutal because it's reality. This is reality for the world, and yeah, no, it's a really sad movie, dude. Really, really sad movie. All right, next bowl here. And, oh my gosh, Seifert is just... He looked awful in the first couple of shots despite getting a couple of 4s. But he's on 26 runs. Says, do you give relationship advice? Mate, Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't go cheap, son. I don't go cheap for relationship advice coming up on to Valentine's Day. I'm actually going to be... It's funny. I'm going to be streaming on Valentine's Day 5 streams. I got 5 streams on that day. 3 rugby league games, or it might even be 4 rugby league games and 4 rugby league preseason games, and then a T20 World Cup game. It's gonna be insane. Next ball, and straight to the fielder. 2.3 overs down, 28 runs scored. Sean says, Blaze, and I never say your name. The reason why BK Sport is respected is because you don't talk shit. I've never seen your previous stream before last year's footy season. Yeah, when I was younger, I definitely talked a lot of shit. I did, but I believed it. I believed what I was saying. So it's not that I was talking shit in the sense that you're referring to. It was more so kind of talking more out of passion, specifically passion, rather than knowledge and passion, and more of a well-rounded opinion, more of a narrow-minded Titans fan approach, because I wanted my team to be, big swing, big miss there from Conway. I wanted my team to be really out there, and obviously we got a tough team to support, man. So I went about it kind of the wrong way, in my personal opinion. But that is just due to age. It really is. It is just due to age, and also due to the fact that I'd get hounded at games. I'd get hounded. Sana says New Zealand should target 200 plus, otherwise an easy chase for the opposition. Well, 28 runs the first 2.4 overs. If they could maintain this and keep this kind of hitting up, especially with Daryl Mitchell coming, Glenn Phillips, Ravindra, they would be looking at 200. They could even be looking at 250 if they maintain this current run rate. But as we saw from Sri Lanka yesterday, it's not easy to maintain a big-time run rate, is it? They had an 11.3 run rate at one stage, Sri Lanka, in the ODI yesterday, and just absolutely collapsed. But it was coming. We all knew it was going to happen. Skeller says, actually, yeah, you are correct, Blaze, about Jamaica, but Russia also did all one game against the USA. Well, that wasn't the last World Cup. I don't think Russia played in the last World Cup. Are you talking about like 2017 or 2009 or 2013 maybe, I think it was? Yeah, it was camp. I'll probably watch it one day. I'd suggest watching it, mate. I think it's... Yeah, again, I don't think it's a specific no-go kind of watch if you've got children. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, no, he doesn't connect with it enough. It's just going to be a single there for Seafood. He gets 27. Yeah, it's not like a specific no-go watch if you've got children. It's just a very heavy and deep reality check about what people go through in life, yeah, in this part of the world and around the world in general. So 30 runs of the first 3 overs. The run rate is exactly 10 as we currently speak. Right now, they'd be looking at over 100 in the first 10 overs, and honestly, the Kiwis would definitely be needing that. You're going to have to see a bit better here from Conway, though. Yes, Seifert is the guy right now, but you're going to have to see a little bit better here from Conway. Harshit Rana got 12 runs from that first over. 12 runs in the first over. Is Seifert just going to keep going for a whack here? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's a 6. Oh, my gosh. Yes, he is. Harshit Rana on the first ball of the over gives up a 6, and it's 36 runs now for the Kiwis. Give it a crack here, New Zealand. Give it a crack. 4 4s and 2 6s already. Harshit Rana's given up 18 runs in the first 7 balls. Slower delivery and see if it just sees it the whole way. All right, Ben, have a good one, mate. Patriots back to the Super Bowl, so Roosters are winning it all. It's 2018 all over again. I want to time you out. That's what I want to do. I really want to do it. I really want to do it. Chris says, no. Roosters can cock-a-doodle-doo one. The Titans will leap you up like the lettuce leaves you are. Yeah, Chris, massive Titans fan. Get around you. We love to see it. Oh my gosh, and that's been smacked for a 4. That's 40 runs in the first 3.2. Seifert is just annihilating this. Sean says, I'm on my 3rd marriage. You were never too old to learn, but compared to other streams, yours is so far in front because of the way you are, the international roving streamer. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, we're all over the place, dude. It was just a little bit of a spice up as well. Not only do I get to create content and to, commentate and talk about the games that I love, but I also get to experience the world. And it's just, it really is amazing, dude. It is amazing. Skeletal says, 2017 I attended the grand final here in Australia at Suncorp. I was kind of sad not to see Thurston out of the Big Four as a New South Wales fan. He was injured. So Cam Smith. Are you talking about when we beat England 6-0 in the final? I think it was 6-0 in the final, wasn't it, against England? And no, I'm not gay. Just credit where it's due. Sure, no, I wasn't thinking you were gay, mate. I know you're in Thailand and you got a beautiful family there, mate. I don't think anyone was thinking. I don't think anyone was thinking you're gay there, champion. And Slater, though, in a narrow World Cup win over England. But Tim Seifert on 37. Yeah, that was the World Cup where Tonga had that real controversial loss to England in the semi-final. Yeah, 6-0, yeah. So Harshit Running's got 10 runs to the first 3 balls this over, and that's going to go to the field as there'll be just a single, so they'll be on 41. Well, they're over the 10 runs per over, dude. Right now, they're definitely on target for 200. They're well over target for 200 as we currently speak. And again, they need to get 200. Like, they need it. Conway's not even getting a sniff at the bat. He's finally going to have an at bat now. Let's see if he can keep up with Seifert here. Clamp says, put $50. Put $50 on what? On the Kiwis? Or if you put it on India, you win like $10 because they're paying like $1.20. Kiwis are paying like 4-1 or something like that, weren't they? And that's a sneaky shot for a boundary, bro. Conway hits a boundary. The Indian bowlers are getting bowled to oblivion right now. This is filthy from the Kiwis. On Seifert to top score. Is it Seifert? Is it Seifert or is it Seifert? I'm not too sure. But anyway, on Seifert to top score, that's a good bet right now. Obviously, a long way to go though. You would have been very worried off of his first couple of balls. Yes, he got 3 fours off of his first 4 balls with a dot ball, but the third 4 was very sweet, but the first 3 balls were just really scary stuff. Conway tries the ramp and we'll have a dot ball. So 45 runs so far through 4 overs, 6, 4, 1 and 4. That's 10, 11, 15 runs off the over there from Harshit Rana. Only Seifert can do this. I've always said Seifert. You said Seifert? Seifert. Can someone confirm? Surely it's not Seifert. Surely if anything would be Seifert. Like, I would read this and say Seifert. Or Seifert. I'd probably say Seifert, to be fair. But I don't know. I actually don't know. At least Conway's pretty easily. If you mess up Conway, there's a problem. All right, Jasper Brummer, he's coming in. He's got his best ever was 3 for 7. Economy was 6.4. And Bumrah coming into Seifert. Oh, it's gonna frustrate me. It's gonna frustrate me until I know. Because I'm not saying Seifert. Where's the D? Why is there a D in his name? Clamps? What's happened here? How did you just miraculously, magically chuck a D into his name? So Jasper Bumrah, just call him Tim. Yeah, but you see the last name the whole time, and that's going to end up being just a single there for Tim. It's just a single. Run rate is currently at 11 on the dot. 11 on the dot. Yeah, the way you said first, just trying to type it like you say it. Seifert. So it's more like Seifert. So, okay, so the key thing that I'll take from your comment, Clamped, is the sigh rather than the say. So I feel like it must be Seifert. Can't time me out, brother. Titans are my Queensland team. I absolutely can, and I've done it before to people who are Titans fans. But we're gracious, man. I'm a compassionate and sympathetic, gracious man here on the channel, mate. Titans are my Queensland team as a New South Wales born guy. Along with Western Clydesdales. Western Clydesdales, God bless you. Next ball from Boomer. And they will get another single here. That's a good single. So I'll be on 47. Boomer, slow him down a little bit. Boomer is the first and only bowler to have 100 plus T20I wickets without ever taking more than 3 wickets in an innings. Without ever taking more than 3 wickets in an innings? That's actually very interesting. Jasper Bumrah has never taken more than 3 wickets in an innings in the T20I. Fair enough. So Seifert on 39. 47 runs here for the Kiwis through 4.2. And oh my gosh, he's just absolutely sent him packing up Broadway. Oh, Seifert is going wild, dude. 45 runs now. It's 53 for nothing. That's a 6. Straight up Broadway. The 6s are pretty much emulating the 4s right now. You don't see that much. Well, it's half of them. 6 4s, 3 6s, but this is nutso. Especially off of Bumrah. I feel like the opening 3 games were just so embarrassing that they've needed to put on a bit of a show here, and that's exactly what they're doing. Okay, next bolt. Oh my gosh, he's hit him again. And luckily that will just sit in bounds though, so it's going to be a single for Seifert, and it'll be 46 runs for him now. So 9 runs off the over here so far from Jasper Bumrah. I really hate when it comes to broadcasts in India, they use this like red box that comes from the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and it's very cheeky because they'll use it a lot of the time for like stats in a player, like what I just read out about Bumrah not having more than 3 wickets or more in his T20I career or something like that. I think that is what they said anyway. But they have like stats there. But then sometimes they'll bring up an advertisement. Oh, he's been. It's a man the boundary. Will be a single. The run rate currently is 11.5. But they'll be cheeky. They'll be very, very cheeky, very, very sneaky, and they'll chuck an advertisement there. So you'll immediately look to it going, okay, here we go. I'm thinking that there's going to be a stat that comes up here that I should read. So your eyes get straight to that red box, and it's an advertisement for IDFC. It's so cheeky, man. All right, next bowl here from Bumrah to finish up the over. And it will be a dot ball. So 8, 9, 10 runs off the over there from Bumrah. Look, you're still very, very happy for the Kiwis. 5 overs down, they've got 55 runs. But knowing what India can do, they were at like 100 runs in the first 5 overs in that last game. It was just outrageous. It was outrageous. Oh, I probably should get a Coke Zero, to be fair. I don't even have a Coke Zero right now. So Bishnoi will replace Harshit here. Bishnoi. Actually, Sean, you know what? I don't know if this is your kind of deal, though, mate, but you probably should check out that movie, Blood Paradise. You obviously know about the Golden Triangle. You're in the area, and you would know about the Cambodian scam centers and whatnot, where people get kidnapped too. And it's a very interesting movie, very, very sad and interesting. But Bishnoi, geez, his run up is wild, and I think they'll get a single out of it though. No, they didn't even go for a single. You had the opportunity. It's a weird delivery style though from Bishnoi. He's full on into it. He couldn't find the gap though, Conway. Conway, don't slow them down him, man. Next bowl. Oh, yeah, no, he's not going to slow it. Oh, but that's going to be a 4. Yeah, good work, Conway. Shut me up. Shut me up galore. Shut me up deluxe. Get me out of there. BBL talent-wise is suffering now. If Bernie, Vince, etc. play with the Sixers, the tournament grand final may have went a different way. Okay, yeah, you need help. The South Africa 20 shout-out Sunrisers champions and New Zealand Super Smash are on. Yeah, there was a lot going on there in that comment. And a lot going on, a lot to unpack. I'm not going to unpack it, but a lot to unpack there. A lot to unpack. That'll be a dot ball. Run rate 10.73. I think the batters are dominating in India's pitches. There's no support for the bowlers. Well, the Kiwis batters have not been dominating so far in the series. I reckon you can get 2 runs here, lads. Yep, you will. They'll get 2 runs. They'll get 61 runs now through 5.4 overs. At least they're still going above that 10 run rate. Still above it. And if they can work a way to get a boundary here off one of the final 2 balls, they're still well above the 10 run rate. The killing fields of Krakenfield, I've heard about these. Bit strong, but an absolute stonker. Bit strong. Well, the movie I watched today was strong, so it's like that. Google if you. Oh, that's lucky for Conway. It's actually been smacked, and it's going to be a 4, so they will get to 65. There was a fielder there. He made a great dive at it, but it was just hit too hard. Well done. Well done. 65 runs down to 5.5, and it's just good to see that Devon Conway hasn't hogged the strike and not done anything with it. He's still, punching those boundaries. But the killing fields, where's that? Is that Vietnam as well? Where's the killing fields based on? I've definitely heard of that. Killing Fields, 1984 film. Where is it? No, it's Cambodia. Okay. I was going to go to Cambodia last year, but oh my gosh, Conway has just sent it. Has sent it for 6. He sent it into intergalactic damn well out of space, son. Oh, the aliens have picked that one up. 71 runs for the Kiwis in 6 overs. That's a 6. So off that over, 4, 2, 4, 6. That is 16 runs off of the over. Smith says Australia's head and shoulders above the number 2 country, Hong Kong, in gambling losses per capita. I find that isn't South Korea above us, or is it per capita is a good example there. Sorry, you're talking per capita. Per capita, you're probably right, but Macau, if it's not per capita, Macau will rival that, and South Korea will rival that. Why is rival such a hard word to say right now? The innings was really necessary for New Zealand before the World Cup. Yeah, this is why I was saying, Crack, and I didn't think that they would win, but I did think they would get above 200 score, and they would, put a proud effort in here, considering how embarrassing the first 3 games have been, and especially that 3rd game, dude. That 3rd game was just humiliating for him. Nath says, "G'day, big fella. Let's go, Kiwis. Paying $4.50 and looking bloody good." Nath, that is prime time Nath bet. That is an absolute. If I've ever seen a prime time Nath J bet, it is Kiwis at $4.50 against India. Not only does he not want India to win and would like to see the Kiwi brothers win, but also it's an underdog, and it's also the Kiwis. They're not actually a bad T20 team. They've just not had a good series so far. Looking for a bounce back after already losing the series. We saw England do it in the Ashes where they lost the first 3 games and won that 4th game in the MCG. It's just prime time. It's just got Nate J written all over it in big, bold, bloody red letters. Oh my gosh. We'd be number 1 in pokies. I don't think many countries have pokies. I don't think pokies is a big thing elsewhere. I know in Las Vegas, obviously it is, and casinos in America it is, but I don't think that, because we got pokies in like every pub. Oh, there's a pitch invader, is there? Well, they're not going to show us him, but there is apparently a pitch invader here. Last 19 balls has been 42 runs, by the way, 13.26 run rate. Why have we got an idiot on the field? What are we doing? Did I just see a dog on the ground? Oh, was it a dog? It wasn't a person. See, Jay, I agree. Pokies should be banned. I agree. I've never been a big pokies fan. When I was kind of gambling quite a bit, I would never do pokies. I wanted to have like when I was gambling, I wanted to put it on what I was thinking, rather than that's purely based off of luck. You can argue the same thing here, but at least you kind of feel like you know what you're doing here, compared to pokies where you're just like chucking money in and hearing a couple of ring-a-ding-ding bells when you're winning 20 cents. So 73 runs scored for the first 6.2. It goes Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Ireland, US, Aussies are $1,600 a year in the red on average. Yeah, but Spencer, yeah, yours is on per capita, so I agree with you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's not out. It's going to be a single there for the Seifert. So you're talking about per capita. I think, but can you Google for me? Can you Google who has the most in general? It's got to be South Korea or it's got to be Macau. Las Vegas should be up there too, surely. Not per capita. Jay, mate, I love you. Hey, come on, don't make me choose between you and the Pokies, man, please. Yeah, well, I've just shit on them too, to be fair. 75 runs for the Kiwis with a single there. I think Jay's right, though. I get why people kind of... But, like, I think because my mum worked at a casino when she was, like, when I was super, super young, I can't remember it, but she was when I was, like, really, really young. She's told me stories over my years where when she was working at the Brisbane Treasury, how people wear diapers, like 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds will wear diapers to play the pokies. And you're just like, you need help because they don't want to leave the seat. Yikes. They wouldn't leave for days. That's the depths of gambling addiction. They wouldn't leave for days and they didn't want to leave their machine, so they would wear a diaper. Just wild. People still do it. I'd rather be a shark and pool hustle. Thailand's the place for you then, Jay. Thailand's the place for you. Probably pick up some good tips too there, Jay. You'll get some great tips. So Conway on 26. Next bowl. Oh, that's a 6. This is just spicy, son. Oh my gosh, just spicy. Spicy, son. Conway with another 6. Wow, we love you both, but geez, fella, that's like putting shit on me mum. I think you understand where I'm coming from, though, but I also get you. But Conway just whacked a 6. My goodness me. Yeah, Cambodia, Chris. Yeah, thanks. I might watch it actually. I do love those. I know. It's hard watching dark movies, but also it's when it's a reality-based dark movie, I'm okay with it. Never been a horror or thriller person, but if it's a reality-based one that isn't just based off of pure scares, yeah, it goes Macau, Vegas, Monte Carlo, Singapore, Atlantic City for gambling hotspots. Singapore, where's the I was in Singapore last year. Where is the gambling in Singapore? Is it at the Marina Bay Sands? Oh, and Tim Seifert, we've got to do it, guys. Guess what? It's a foodie bomb, foodie bomb, foodie bomb, bada 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 bada, foodie bomb, foodie bomb, foodie bomb, bada 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 bada, punch in the mouth. Tim Seifert, oh, unbelievable, 50 runs. And Conway, he's just doing his thing as well. Single for Conway, he'll get to 33. Yeah, Macau I knew. I'm super surprised that South Korea is not on that list, though, Smithster. Super surprised. I trust you, though. But I'm super surprised you're not seeing South Korea on there. There's a whole TV show about it. Yeah, diapers, well, that's like alcoholics that crack a drink when they wake up. I think I've done... Oh, my gosh, that's a lucky 4. He was going for a 6. He loaded up there, Seifert. But it will go back for a 4 from a miscued shot, and they're at 88 runs already. They're on target for 250 here. Just want to throw that out there. They are on target for 250. They are on target for 250. Kiwis could actually snag this game. They could. They could. Oh, he's loaded up and he's going to... Luckily, the field is going to be there, so it will just be a single there for Seifert. Tomorrow's starting is the most exciting series. I don't know if Pakistan in Pakistan is the most exciting series by nature, but it will be an exciting series here on the channel because obviously there is a few Pakistanis here, and there's a lot of Australians here, and I'm Australian, so I can understand why it's exciting on that caliber. But I wouldn't necessarily. Oh, that's a shot from Conway. It's a boundary. This is sweet stuff. 93 runs for the Kiwis. 7.5 of us gone. This is sweet stuff. This is sweet. This is sweet to watch. Yeah, Pakistan isn't very well known in regards to the location for, and we're back on the Pakistan circle jerk, but it's not known for the location being exciting cricket, that's for sure. But hopefully the game's good. Ben Ducker says, geez, these guys have already scored more runs than I've ever scored. These guys have scored more runs than you will ever score. Will ever. Ever score. Yeah. And that will be sneaking through there just for a single, I would assume. I don't think they go over the 2. Yeah, just be a single. 94 runs through 8 overs. What are you guys predicting the score to be at? What do you guys reckon they get to? I'm going to go cheeky here. And I am going to say they get to 2. I'm going to go 250. I'm going to go cheeky. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go cheeky and crazy, and there's no stopping me. There's just no stopping me. Scary stuff. And that is going to be whacked there for a 6 for Conway. And that is 44 runs there for Conway, and they're already at 100 runs. Already at 100 runs. South Korea have a video game problem. I've seen somewhere they made it illegal for kids to play between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. However, they'd enforce that is beyond me. Video games have gambling features. Yes, I think they do have that, but China has something. Well, I think it might be China that has something big time like that. That's even more. I feel like China has something even more so than that. Oh my gosh, he should be going here though, Conway, and he's gone on 44. Conway is gone on 44, and that is the first wicket of the innings. I've never played cricket, a rare sport, and never got into it as a kid. I used to be pretty good when I was younger, but I just didn't focus on it. Just didn't focus on it. But Conway will go for 44. Play basketball, AFL, soccer, volleyball, softball, and even mixed netball, but never cricket. Yeah, I played rugby league, rugby union, cricket, tennis, surf life saving, water polo. Did I play anything else? I would have. I even got into bowling at one stage, yeah. But caught by Rinku, bowled by Kuldeep, it's 100 for 1 after 8.2. India hit 230 odd in the first game, so with Abhishek, etc., I don't think there's a safe score, but 220 usually puts so much pressure on that. The chase is only hit 180 to 200 of notice. Valid points, but I think it's an underrating point. I think you're underestimating India, even though you're giving them credit, because yeah, they got 238 when they set the target in the first game, but then they chased down 209 runs with 28 balls to spare in the second game and won by 7 wickets. And in the third game, we all know how that went. They chased down 153 and got 155 in 10 overs, which says they can get 300. Because they won with 60 balls left in 10 overs. They scored 155 runs. So, yeah, I think that's underestimating them. My gambling addiction comes from rugby league trading cards. Mine came from when, like before, I don't do it anymore. But my dad, when I was super young, he'd be down, watching the races. That's going to be a single there for Ravindra. So he'll get off the mark, and it'll be 101 for 1. But my dad used to like have a little punt, and he would say, "This is such an awful thing to do. Don't ever do this for your kids. Love him, but don't ever do this." He was like, if this horse wins, I'll buy you a Coke Zero, or I'll buy you a can of Coke or something like that." You know, so like I am actually technically gambling then without actually gambling at that point, and that's kind of what started it. So yeah, awful parenting, awful parenting, but different time back then, and it's all part of it. So that's going to be a single. Shouldn't be all part of it, but it is. Cracker says Rashin Ravindra is not a modern T20 player. He plays with 2016-2020 style. Work as a stable hand somewhere around the 24/7. Yeah, that would be rough. He can't get away from it. So Ravindra, his best is 69, 38 innings. He's got 350s, a strike rate of 134, and runs 599. Three 50s in 38 innings is actually ridiculous. He needs to do way better than that. My mum used to take us to the races and put bets on for us. Yeah. Also, maybe not the greatest of the old parenting, but again, back in those days was much different to what it is now. We also used to get the sneaky if we score in footy, our dad would give us some cash. Yeah, that is a very miniature version of gambling, and without you actually, it's just a subconscious gambling there. Yeah, just like the one with, well, no, my dad's one was pretty bad, but that's definitely subconscious for sure. So Seifert on 56, Ravindra on 2. At this run rate, New Zealand would get 228, by the way. If they can get to 246, yeah, if they can get 246, I feel like they actually do probably win. Oh, no, again, India can hit massive. Oh, yeah, marbles and 2 up. Oh, he's gone. Ravindra's gone on 2. He is gone to Brumra gets him, and what has started absolutely spectacular has just had a mini collapse here with Ravindra going on 2 and Conway going on 44. And through, 39 innings, he's now only got 350s, Ravindra, and he's gotten out for 2 there. That's poor work. Poor stuff, and the Kiwis have fallen apart a little bit here. They used to have 2 up at the casino, but it attracted so many flogs, they took it away. Yeah, not surprised. It can get pretty rough on Australia Day with that kind of stuff. Well, I don't even know if they still do it. Are you even allowed to enjoy yourself at all on Australia Day anymore? I think my FIFA bet is looking good now. Not quite yet. Like, it does look good, but also, yesterday we were streaming as England took on Sri Lanka in the ODI, and Joe Root was not out on 72, I think he was, and Jacob Bethel was out on 66 or 64. So and then Jacob Bethel got out. Joe Root's there 72, and you see Harry Brook come in on zeros. That's 72 runs the gap. Well, by the end of the game, Harry Brook had 136, and Joe Root had 111. So don't count your chickens too early here, but it does look good, yeah. Thought he was good value at $4.80. Well, it's good value. Fall of wickets. First was on 100, second on 103. Economy of 8.5 for Arshdeep, 13.5 for Harshit, 8.57 for Bumrah. Bishnoi 14. Still 11 overs to go here, man. There's still so long to go in this game. But you've got to really settle down these wickets, and you still need to get to that 200. You still absolutely need to get to that 200. Is there a drinks break on right now? Are they taking a drinks break in this week? I'm going to go grab a Coke Zero, guys. I'll be back in a second. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Give me 1 moment. It's actually super funny that you've just said this, Jay. You said no coconut coffee, no sniffing jar. You're feeling okay. Well, I actually just went and grabbed my coconut coffee, as you said that. So that's very funny. Sniffy jar is about 5 meters away from me, so I might go get it. But we did miss a four. We did miss a four whilst we had that quick little drinks break. I was going to get Coke Zero, but I actually had the coconut coffee ready for me. I do actually want the sniffy jar. I do. But Glenn Phillips is in. We know he can bat. We definitely know he can. Give me 1 second. Alright. Sniffy jar time. I don't care what day Australia Day is, as long as I don't guilt trip us for making it epic again, mate. When we're allowed to celebrate Australia, it's going to be epic. That was the best day ever. That was the best day ever back in the day. I don't think anybody could argue it. The Indigenous can argue it, but I don't think anybody else could really argue it back like 20 years ago. We speak about this actually quite frequently throughout the year. Australia Day will get brought up at some point. We speak about it. It's a single, 108 for 2 through 9.4. Sniffy jar is that poppers, Chris says. No, this is that's a dot ball. This is from Thailand. So they cost like, jeez, like $5 less, and they last you years. It's just a herbal inhaler, dude. It's not drugs, but it's like it's like Vicks basically. It's like Vicks that clears up your nose and whatnot, but it smells great. It gets you going, mate. Gets you going. Hypes you up. You can get different types too. One's to soothe you, one's to hype you up. But no, it's quite literally just like a herbal inhaler where you just sniffing herbal. No, oh, what? Oh, but I thought he immediately called that as a wicket because Bumrah was like clapping, and I thought, no way is he called that as an LB. But 108 for 2 through 10 overs. So if they doubled this, it'd be 216. Don't know if that's enough. Yeah, that was nowhere close to being LBW. Nowhere close. He smashed that into his pad. Last 12 balls, run rate of 7. The overall run rate is over 11. So it's definitely dropped off significantly since these last couple of wickets. But I would back in Phillips, and I would back in, obviously, Daryl Mitchell over Russian Ravindra, and also Conway, even though Conway did get 44, so you're happy with that. But Cole deep in for a bit of spin, and he will give up a single there to be 109 for 2. At least give us a good game. Just get 200, Kiwis. Just get to the 200. Just get to the 200. It's all we're asking for. It's not too much to ask for, lads. It really isn't. Not too much to ask for. Oh, there's a 6. See you later. Oh no, it's not. It's gonna be A4. Damn, I thought that was going for 6, but no, it'll be a 4, and he'll get to the 60 Chlammers here, Seifert. Okay, Clamped. I think you should be pretty good with Seifert top scoring for the Kiwis. If you're talking for the Kiwis, that is. Yeah, no, the odds that you gave before probably would be suggesting Kiwis 100%. Because to top score the game, probably would have been like 10s. Considering what we can see out of, not maybe 10s, but like 7, 8. Considering what we know about Abhishek Sharma. Oh, I've got a brain freeze. Yikes. That'd be a dot ball. Dot ball. Run rate now down to 10.76. Yikes, hold on. That just absolutely... That's a wide. That just absolutely whacked me, that brain freeze. And usually you put your thumb on the top of your mouth. It stops it. It has. So Kuldeep on 1 for 26 with the bowling. Through a 2.3. So the economy right now would be about the... Probably end up being about the 10-11 by the end of this over. And that should just be a single there for Seifert. Only the second 50 for New Zealand this series, Tim Seifert. That should tell you exactly what you need to know. 7 4s and 3 6s is it. But again, usually, and they still have 8 wickets in hand with 10 over, when it was at the 10 over mark. They were at what, 108. So usually you double that to get to 216, then you add 20, 30 runs on for the final few overs. So that it would be looking at 136, 146 kind of deal if you go via that. Kraken says Australia and South Africa have the best fielding setups and Kiwis the best fielders. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. I think Steve Smith might have something to say about fielding though. And that'll be another single. So that'll be 7 runs off the over. You're not complaining about it. The run rate's now down to 10.55. Are you in Vietnam? Did you say earlier? Trying to snake jar alcohol. Apparently it's mental. My younger bro tried it, messed him up. I didn't try it when I went though. Don't know if I want to get messed up. Because it doesn't look like a good messed up. It looks like a messed up. From what you've said there. But yes, I'm in Ho Chi Minh. So 11 overs gone, 2 extras, 116 for 2. Come on, Kiwis, just get past the 200 mark and make it an interesting game. Make it an interesting chase for India. The power play was used to absolute perfection from the Kiwis. But since then, yikes. You just need Phillips to earn his right to hit. And then if he can do that, they'll have plenty of chance to still put on a good score. Oh, jeez. Big swing, big miss there. Bishnoi replaces Bumrah. 14 runs and over so far in this economy. Do not forget, we will be live for Pakistan versus Australia tomorrow. Last 19 balls, 22 runs, 2 wickets, 2 fours, 1 6, 6.95 run rate. Oh, he's gone for the ramp, and he's going to get a 4. That's a sneaky play from Glenn Phillips. He'll get into the double digits. He'll be on 11, and it will be a 4, so 120 for 2. I see Tim scoring 100 today. Kraken, why would you go and potentially jinx him? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, Kraken? What are we doing here? Like, we're all thinking that, Kraken. We're all thinking it. He's into the 60 slammers. If you're into the 60 slammers, you're all thinking it. I feel like, look, if he gets out in the next over, we're gonna have to time you out 5 minutes for the jinx. We'd have to do it, son. We'd have to do it because that's horrific stuff. But you can still say it now. But if he gets out in the next over, it's on you, Kraken. The responsibility, the accountability is on your forehead. Yeah, they're just showing those replays of those big shots for the 6. 10.43 run rate. Keep it above 10 to get 200. And that will be a 4. Wow, I don't think that Hardik Pandya tried his best to get that. Hardik Pandya, have a little bit of, enthusiasm to try and stop that ball going over the boundary. What the hell was that? That was awful from Hardik Pandya. They're saying how quick Pandya is. Well, he didn't look it. He was jogging the whole time. 8 off 4 balls. Can you get one more boundary for the over? Well, I'll get a single. There's not 2 there. Phillips will get 16. And Seifert back in. Now back to that 10.56. Just keep it above that 10. Keep that 200 in target. If Phillips can punch through to the 30s and Seifert's still in, then I'm still feeling 220 on the cards. But you'd need to see Phillips get to the 30s and Seifert still be in. You'd be saying Phillips 30s and Seifert 70s. And then it would probably end up being a pretty massive score. So run rate of 10.5. Arshdeep will replace Kuldeep, 17 runs off of 2 overs. I'll tell you what, without the coconut coffee, I don't know if I'll be able to get through it. I don't know if I'll be able to get through it because I did have a super late night last night. There is another NRL video that will be coming out tomorrow. Oh, he's gone for the ramp, but he does miss it. Seifert was going to be cheeky there. He was going for a big-time shot, but it just does not come off. Speed of 116.1 on the kilometres per hour. Damn, there was every opportunity for him to get a boundary just then. He was going for a 6. If he was just going for a 4 there, he would have easily got it. Just put too much emphasis into the... Yeah, too much. Yeah, you wish. Next bolt. Oh, yeah, he's seen that one all the way. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Seifert is gone on 62, and that is a big wicket. That is a big wicket, so 126 for 3. That is a massive wicket there. That is a massive wicket there. He's gone for 62, and Kraken, we're going to see in 5 minutes, mate. Kraken, we're going to see in 5 minutes. You did this. You did this, Kraken. You did this to yourself. You earned it. That's a full, well-earned timeout, that. That is a full, well-earned timeout, that. Well. Muppet galore, that. That is Muppet damn well galore, that. You silly, silly man. You are a silly, silly man. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Yeah, okay. So 10.22 is the run rate. Chapman now is at strike, and he will start off with a single to 127 for 3. I'd greet your return, Kraken, but you aren't on YouTube, it seems. What do you mean you aren't on YouTube? He's right here. What are you talking about? He's not on YouTube. He's right here. Did he just shush him? There's no way. Surely Archdeep didn't shush him. Last 27 balls, 33 runs, 3 wickets, 4 fours, 1 6, and 7.33 run rate. At least the run rate is back up into the mid 7s, but those 3 wickets hurt. At least they've got Daryl Mitchell coming in after this, though. But his prime time is ODIs. Glenn Phillips needs to be huge. Huge here. Such a positive start, too. And that'll be a double. 10.16 run rate. Can't believe you've done that, Kraken. The Kiwis were looking good. That's all on you. It's all on you. We'll say, though, it's super hard to get completely invested passionately behind this game because we already know the winner of the series. We already know the series is done. Next bowl. And they will get a single. No, they'll just get a single. 128 for 3. There's no crack on the YouTube chat. Am I lagging or something? I think you should probably... You might be on top chat rather than live chat. You need to click on live chat, because he's definitely there. You might not see it now, though, because he was timed out for 5 minutes for his absolute disastrous jinx. But he definitely is there. This match strike rate versus pace for Tim Seif at 184 versus spin 145. But it is Chapman on strike, and the run rate goes underneath the hunch. It goes underneath the 10, sorry. And that's another dot ball. Great over there from Arshdeep. 1 wicket and just the 2 runs, and the run rate is now 9.85, so under the 10 run rate, under the 200 on target. But again, those final 5 overs, but those 3 wickets are now starting to hurt him. Seven overs remaining. If they don't get 200, India will chase this down so easy, it's ridiculous. So first wicket fell at 100, second at 103, third at 126. All in pretty quick succession. Why are we looking at just like a big ship right now? Yeah, current they're looking at is 197. 11 runs per over would be 205. 13 runs per over would be 219. And that is going to be smacked for a 6. Well, that's a good way to get back into it, Glenn Phillips. He will get them back above that 10 run rate to 10.18. So 134 for 3 from 13.1. You needed Glenn Phillips to turn up, and he's turning up here with that 6. Yeah, you can't let that run rate keep seeping down below that 10. Great shot right up Broadway. Next bolt. And Coldeep will give up. They're looking for 2 here. They're looking for 2. They're running hard. No, they just get a single. So it'll be 135 for 3. Surely. Oh, that's 106th. Glenn Phillips for his 106th in T20 series. His 106th. I don't know why Daryl Mitchell comes in as low as he does. I don't feel like he'd be too far off it. Oh, that's a wide. That is absolutely a wide. Yep, there's a wide. So 136 for 3. Surely Daryl Phillips. I want to have a look at the ICC rankings, actually. ICC rankings. T20I batting. So New Zealand, Tim Robinson, obviously not playing. Tim Seifert is number 10. And that's going to end up being a single for Chapman to be on 2. And then you got New Zealand. Jeez. Yeah, New Zealand don't have a great deal. Glenn Phillips is down at 44. Mark Chapman is at 45. Daryl Mitchell's at 47. And then Finn Allen at 49. Finn Allen in the World Cup's going to go gangbusters after what we saw for the Perth Scorchers. Next bolt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... Oh, he's gone. Glenn Phillips has gone 24, and I'm starting to feel like they might struggle to get 200. They may struggle to get 200 now. What a complete and utter disastrous fall-off here from New Zealand. What a disastrous collapse we've seen from New Zealand. They were none for 100, now they're 137 for 4. Oh, it's just so disappointing. This has been a humiliating series. I know there's still time in this game, but like it just has been humiliating. Talking about being a miraculous catch, it was a pretty regulatory catch there for the man in the boundary. And Phillips gets done. Yeah, 6 wickets in hand. You still need another 63 runs in 6.2 overs. I always think that about Finn Allen, but our Aussies make him look cheeks. Yeah, well, he was pretty good there for the Scorchers this year. I think the final is going to be between India and Australia. I think it's just as simple as that, really. I struggle to see anybody else being there. The only way that another team could be there would be if Australia and India play each other the in the finals. So Daryl Mitchell, strike rate of 140, 50s 8. He's got no hundreds in T20, innings of 84. He's got 1,734 runs. You're gonna need to see him. You're gonna need to see him play to his ODI best. He is the number one batter in ODI. Oh no, they probably. Oh, did they give it to Daryl? Yeah, Daryl Mitchell is number one. He did go above Virat Kohli. That's good to say. Deserved it after that ODI series. So Daryl Mitchell is the number one batter in ODI, but T20, different ball game. But I feel like I'm surprised that he's all the way down at 47. T20, the run rate's still up at around that 10 though, so they are still looking at 200. But it's just that the wickets that hurt him, and they will get a single out of it. 138 for 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 runs off the over plus the wicket. Too easy there. Mitchell comes in a little too late. Yeah, I just don't understand why he comes in so late. Especially when you've seen that Ravindra has only got 3 50s in 39 innings now. That's going to be a shot for a single. It's going to be 139 for 4. 3 50s in 39 innings and got out for 2. Why is Ravindra above Mitchell? Because as well, if you go and have a look at the T20 batting rankings, I don't think that Ravindra was there. Tim Seifert at 10. Tim Robinson at 17. Glenn Phillips at 44. Mark Chapman at 45. Daryl Mitchell, 47. Finn Allen at 49. Devon Conway, 57. Like, Ravindra's not even within cooee of anybody. Rashid Ravindra is 87. He's ranked number 87. He's behind Namibia's Gerhard Erasmus. Why is he above Daryl Mitchell? Anyway, he's in now. And that will be Chapman. Probably 2 runs here, I would say. No, they're just going to go for the single. So they're under that 10 run rate again. 9.88 on the run rate. 60 runs to try and get 200. I PTSD even when Ben Cutting used to smash a lot of runs for the Thunder opening, but we don't do the same with Daniel Sams. Yeah, it's Thunder for us this year, man. Distance covered for catch. 14 metres there from Rinku. Come on, New Zealand, make a game of this, man. And that'll be just a single to man in the boundary. Dazzler clearly likes the ball a bit less shiny, just to get that fraction more time, maybe. Yeah, but I just don't feel like he should be coming in at this time. And Ravindra is obviously doing absolutely nothing with it. Nothing. West Indies this time have some big names who have been performing really well in franchise cricket. I have high hopes from them this World Cup. Yeah, I haven't been able to watch. I think the West Indies are playing South Africa today, aren't they? Oh, that's a good shot. Will they go for a 4? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It's a good, beautiful shot there from Chapman, and they need that boundary. It's a 145 for 4. They need that boundary massively. Yeah, can't get to that one. Come on, still get that 200. Get the 200 here, Kiwis. At least they've still got plenty of wickets in hand. Another wicket will start to really worry, though. Oh, it's smashed. That's smashed, but there is a man in the boundary, so it'll just be a single. 146 for 4. South Africa beat West Indies with 2 overs left yesterday. Oh, okay. That was yesterday. Of course it was, yeah. Do I do a South Africa versus West Indies game? I don't think I do. I might. If the next South Africa West Indies game is on at the same time as the. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I won't. This is the last that I'll be doing because then I got Sri Lanka versus England T20 on Friday, Pakistan versus Australia on Thursday, Pakistan versus Australia on Saturday, and Pakistan versus Australia on Sunday. There's actually no stream on Monday, but there is a video on Monday. So I'm just highlighting this to show that today's done. There we go. Yeah, they're talking about how Mitchell's not at 3 when he really should be. Harshit Rana, final ball of the over. Oh my gosh, he's launched that out of the stadium. That's out of the. Oh, jeez, that was close out of the stadium from Daryl Mitchell. That's a 6. He should be in earlier. He should be in a 3. Put him in a 3. Put him in a 3, dude. Daryl Mitchell is just an absolute whacker of the ball, and he's whacked up for 6. That's 6, 10, 11, 12, 13 runs off of the over there. That is a massive over there, and they very much need it, the Kiwis. Big 6. Big 6. South Africa and South African team is at par with Australian and India in T20. They're not beating them, but they're surely qualifying into the Super 6. You reckon they're on par with those teams? On par is interesting. They are ranked 5th. They are ranked 5th behind Australia, England. Oh, has he got enough for a 6 or is he gone? He's out. Chapman's out on 9. Chapman is out on 9 and now they are 152 for 5. 152 for 5. Bishnoi has been very expensive. 38 runs in 3.3 overs, but then he gets that wicket there. And now it's 152 for 5 and they need 48 runs. 48 runs with 5 wickets in hand, but it is not looking good at all. As long as Daryl Mitchell's still in there, you got your chance. At least get 190. What do you need? 38 runs? 38 runs to get 190 at the very least, surely. But I don't see Kiwis win this game now. Harshit is the one with the catch. Bishnoi was the bowler. Striker at 112 for Mark Chapman, and he was going for a 6. So who comes in now? You got Santner who comes in. What's his average? 4.5 overs remaining. So 29 balls remaining. You do want to see at least 190, dude. I feel that looking at stats rankings, but with T20, anything can happen, which is why I'm a test match guy. Yeah. Santner, strike rate of 130 for 250s, 0 hundreds. He's got 942 runs, 84 innings. Oh my gosh, he nearly got done first ball. There'll be a dot ball. You have to target Bishnoi though. You do. He's got 38 runs in the first 3 overs. I'm sorry, but he hasn't been good enough. I'm actually surprised that shot didn't get out for get there for the 6. Oh my gosh, again, dude. Yeah, this is looking rough now for the Kiwis. Come on, get 190. Yeah, no, there was no edge there. I don't think there was an edge. They're saying there was an edge. I don't think there was an edge. It was dropped anyway. And that's going to be cleanly swept for a 4. That's huge there from Santner. So he'll get off the duck and he will get a very desperate boundary. 156 for 5. South Africa ain't on par with Australia. I don't have enough deep knowledge just yet on South Africa to give you that opinion, but I do feel like Australia and India are the 2 clear favourites. Santner, he's got 2 more balls to face him from Bishnoi. Oh, that's going up, that's going up, that's going out for a 6. Oh, dude, Santner, hello. Santner's come in, 4 balls, 10 runs. He goes and hits a 4, he goes and hits a 6, and it's 162 for 5. Okay, maybe the 200 is back on. 4.1 overs left. 4.1 overs left. Agree, Jay, but we said that, and all of a sudden, South Africa won the WTC and a World Cup. Can't remember which. South Africa hasn't won a World Cup. Yeah, correct. Yeah, South Africa has never won a World Cup. They've won a WTC, but never won a World Cup. There'll be a single there for Santner. So that's going to put it back on strike too. So 163 for 5, 4 overs to go here. So 24 balls, 6 for 8 and 24. 24 balls, you want to be seeing 200, but at least get 27 more runs here to get to the 190 at very least. 27 runs from 24 balls, 5 wickets in hand you should be getting. You also should be getting 37 runs, in my opinion, with 5 wickets in hand, because you can go for a whack, and you're probably going to lose a couple of wickets, but you still can go for a whack. 4 overs remaining, and Bumrah, he will come in. Bumrah in the bowl. I don't know why Santner comes on late. The Kiwis batting lineup is really oddly placed. Daryl Mitchell should be way earlier. Yeah, I was right. I was right in regards to there not being an edge on that. The commentary was saying there was 100% an edge, but they're definitely... Oh my gosh, he might be out here from a run out. There might be Santner out on a run out here. This is going to be close. That's an amazing throw. They're going to check this. It's going to be super close. This is going to be super close, and this could be the telltale sign here. It's going to be right on the edge of it, man. And he's out. I think he's out here. I think he's out. Yep, he is out. That's stupid there from the Kiwis. And that actually is on Daryl Mitchell, because he... Oh, no, I'd actually probably say it's on Santner. He didn't run it soon enough, and that is a wicket. So 163. 163 for 6. They've got 4 wickets left. And that is just a giveaway, dude. That is just an absolute freebie. Mitchell Santner gone on 11. 11 from 6 balls too. Strike rate of 183. He had a chance to still pull them across the 200, but that wicket there is just really poor cricketing. Really poor cricket from the Kiwis. So, folks, Zach Folks, last 28 5 balls, 8.8 run rate, 37 runs, 4 wickets, 2 fours, and 3 sixes. Bro still went down to 19th World Cup. Zach Folks, strike rate of 147. He's got 0 50s and 0 100s, 75 runs in 11 innings. But you need Daryl Mitchell to be the one on strike, and you can't have him go out anytime soon. 23 balls remaining. And smacked for a... I'd get 2 there. You should get 2. And they will get 2. So Mitchell will be on 12, and it's going to be 166. Is it 65 for 6? No, sorry, that might be 10 and 165. They might have updated already. It's a great throw from Hardik Pandya. It's a great throw from the complete opposite side of the field to the bowler's end. Yeah, so 10 runs to Mitchell, 165 for 6. And that is going to be a double. No, he does not nick that. I wouldn't even bother reviewing that. 16.3 overs gone. You want at minimum 25 runs here, otherwise you're... Oh, they're going to review this. They're going to review Daryl Mitchell here. I don't think he's nicked this at all. I think they're just throwing a review at this for the sake of it. I don't think he's nicked it at all. So the original decision was not out. And no, I don't think so. It's close to the glove, but I don't think so. I think there's a pretty clear gap there. There's definitely a gap there. Yeah, there's definitely a gap there. He's not touching anything. Yep, so that's just going to be a dot ball. There will be no wicket, and New Zealand, you're very lucky. You are very lucky. All right, 22 balls remaining. 21 balls remaining, sorry. Next ball. And they will get a single out of it. But he's going to put Folks on strike, though, against Bumrah. So 166 for 6. You're looking for 24 more runs at a minimum. Surely they still get to 190, man. Surely. Obviously, they can't really target Bumrah here, but surely. Daryl Mitchell should have been in way earlier. I'll keep on saying it. Oh my gosh, they are going to go for this. Yeah, of course they're going to go for the single. You have to push the runs. 167 for 6, and it will be Daryl Mitchell who comes back on strike. 1 to 10 balls, 132 strike rate for Mitchell. 11 20 balls, 156 strike rate. 21 to 30 balls, 183 strike rate, and 30 plus balls is 154. Okay, so yeah, he really does start to power through now. He averages 11 batting at 6. Why is Daryl Mitchell batting at 6? Chris, is technically they can still get 285. Technically, you're a muppet. 285. That would be pretty incredible scenes, I won't lie. I won't lie. Oh my gosh, that was nicked. And they're going to get a single there. So Mitchell will come back on strike, and it just drops in before before it gets to the wicket. Oh, it was a bye. I swear I heard that nick. Anyway, 168 for 6, 3 overs to go here. 22 runs, what you're looking for. 32 runs is what you're looking for, but 22 runs will suffice. Yeah, he's best when he's batting at 5 and 4. Average of 34 at 5, average of 29 at 4, average of 15.7 at 2, average of 27.1 as an opener, and average of 12.3 in the 6. And then I guess an average of 34 in the 7, but he's only bat there once. Why have they got him batting in his worst average? They've got him in the worst spot for Daryl Mitchell. Okay, Arshdeep. And wow, that is going to be an awkward bouncer there, but that's going to end up being a single. 169 for 6. 200's not out of the equation still. His best is 88. I think this is really dumb cricket from New Zealand to put Dale Mitchell this low. I can't stop talking about it. Can't stop talking about it. $17 balls to go. Boomer will still get another over as well. So you need to target a guy like Arshdeep. Folks on strike. Swing and a miss. 9.84 run rate. Oh, it's a wide. Oh, they'll take it. So 170 for 6. They will take anything they can get right now. All right, 20 runs is what they need. Where is the final, by the way, for the T20 World Cup? Can anyone tell me where that's meant to be played? I'm sure it's not going to be played at Ahmedabad. I understand our Australian lineup having an issue with batting outside their best average range, but New Zealand are not as contested for batting spots. Daryl Mitchell should not be a 6. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot over the top, and we'll go for a 4. Zach Folkes. That doesn't even hit the boundary, by the way. That should be spoken to. The ball doesn't actually hit the boundary before that guy comes over the ropes to grab that. Even though it is a 4, don't let that precedent be set in India because that would be dodgy. That doesn't touch the boundary before this bloke throws it back in. Well, the 20-year-old Thai blokes can fight like hell one-on-one and probably punch on. It's only the first round, rumour has it. 20-year-old Thai blokes can fight like hell one-on-one and probably punch on. It's only the first round, rumour has it. Sure, but what are you talking about? How did we get to talking about Thailand blokes fighting one-on-one and then first round? What's happened here? How did we get to Thailand and how did we get to one-on-one fight? Where did that come from, Shauno? And short ball there will end up being... They're going to go for 2 runs and they will get the 2 runs. Next door is having an issue. Oh, okay. Oh, true. Damn, so you're getting a pay-per-view right now. You're getting pay-per-view. Oh, it is Ahmedabad. They are playing the final at the Ahmedabad Stadium. Ahmedabad hosts, I think, 140,000 or 130,000 capacity, so fair enough. If Pakistan is in the final, then Colombo, Sri Lanka. If no Pakistan, then India, Narendra Modi Stadium. Yeah. Sean, a drink has been spiked. There was a red dot in the bottom of the shot glass. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful shot for a 6. And they're at 182 for 6. Zach Folkes, he's come in and he's getting some good runs now. And look, 18 runs now off of 14 balls. You're not putting out of the equation. 18 runs out of 14 balls. They've just rocketed into the 180s here. 6, 4, so that's 10, 12, 13, 14 runs with the over. They targeted Arshdeep, that's what I was saying. He is up at around the 10 runs and over mark on the economy. And the run rate's still hovering around the 10. Swing and a miss. So dot ball. One more ball here at the over. Tadded says, this New Zealand team needs Ben Duckett to fix them. Tadded, you need to stop talking. That's what you need to do. You need to stop talking. Because that is outrageous. We had Ben Duckett here before, actually. The official Ben Duckett was here in the chat before. He was here. And he said something stupid, and that's why... here he is. He's right here. He's right here, Ben Duckett. Sean says, if only 8 on 8 last time, and it's only 10 p.m. 8 on 8 last time. You know, that's funny. People don't actually... Oh, that's up in the air. Is that a 6 or is that out? Is that a 6 or is that out? That's straight up in the air. He's caught him. Zach Folkes gone on 13, and there'll be 182 for 7. 3 wickets. Still lurking around. People don't realise this about this side of the world, Sean. They do love a bit of a scrap, especially Thai. That's why if you get drunk and you go out partying, don't try and pick a fight with Thai because they all know Muay Thai. They all know Muay Thai and they all know how to kick the living shit out of you. So catch out there by Rinku. Now that 200 is looking rough. 2 overs remaining here. We're going to see, I would assume, Bumrah here. Or is he going to get the final over? I'm not sure. At least get to 190. 8 runs. Daryl Mitchell come on strike. And Henry. He'll be in. Do I need to fix his scorecard? Not quite yet, but we're about to have to. Look at the middle part there, dude. Russian Ravindra 2. 9 from Mark Chapman. 11 Santner. Some great scores and then some absolutely dreadful scores. It is Bumrah. And he is going to give away a 4 off of the first bowl of the over. And it's 186 for 7. You happy with that? From Daryl Mitchell. Sean says, my wife kicked a smoke out my mouth. My wife kicked a cigarette out of my mouth. That is something else. That's impressive. I don't even think, even if you were fighting, Shauna, even if you disagreed with her opinion, I feel like you have to respect it. You just, at that point, you're just like, if I don't respect this, I'm fucked. So I'm going to respect that my wife has just kicked a cigarette out of my mouth. That's impressive. That is impressive stuff. And, oh my gosh, another big shot over the top. But it will just end up as a single. Should get 2, actually, from the misfield. No, they will only get single. Yeah, find out, exactly. So 188 for 7. At least they're going to get to the 190, at the very least. Still not great, but whatever. Still not going to be good enough, unfortunately. Alright, Mitchell on 18. The run rate back above that 10.25. That 200 still on the cards. India will turn the lights down and get the jackhammer out to the pitch during the break or roll it for the first time this match as usual. That is very typical, yeah. That does sound like the plan. I chubbed up for days. Oh, that's a chub right there from Daryl Mitchell. He's hit a 6 and they're into the 190s. We've already gone past the 180. And they're into the 190s on 194. 6 away from 200. Geez, these last few overs, they have just annihilated the ball. Annihilated the ball, man. Slower delivery, and Bumrah just gets absolutely sent packing. Daryl Mitchell strike rate 163, 24% dots, 5 balls, 5 boundary. So Bumrah's already given up 12 runs on the over, and they should get 2 off of this, and they will get 2 off of this. So it's going to be 196, and it puts Mitchell back on strike. Huge. It's actually, funnily enough, a chance here. It's still 210. There's still a chance of 210. Still a chance of 215 the way they're going right now. Bomber's been really costly this over. 14 runs off the over already, and you can make that 15 runs, and it will be Henry who comes on strike. Chris's great song by Guns N' Roses. I used to love her, but I had to kill her. You should pop it on, Sean. I don't know if this is a suggestion that would be going with Chris. A very interesting suggestion. Very interesting suggestion there. Great song though. Great band. So 7 balls remain here for New Zealand. Can he still get to 215? Oh, as long as Mitchell's still there, I like it. Can Henry survive? And, oh, yes, he can. He gets a 4, and they hit the 200. Fortune for Henry, and he will get the 200. So 201 for 7 with 1 over to go here. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and don't forget, we'll be live tomorrow night for Pakistan versus Australia. Yeah, hard edge out back there for a 4. It'll be about a 15-minute break in between, guys. 15-minute break in between. 19 fours, 11 sixes so far. So 30 boundaries. It's good stuff. It's actually crazy that 220 is still on the cards here. Maybe not 220, but 215 is still on the cards. It's actually crazy to think about. Harshit Rana is going to get the final over of the innings. 201 for 7. And Daryl Mitchell is on strike. Perfectly played by the Kiwis in that last over. And they are just going to get a single here. So they're going to actually put Henry on strike, which is interesting. But sure, you just need runs at this point. So Kishan is out. So it's Abhishek, Samson, Surya Kumar, Rinku, Hardik, Doob, Harshit, Bishnoi, Kuldeep, Ashdeep, and Bumrah as their batting lineup. Just can't get reception in the museum on Saturday, but my other jobs are fine. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's going to be a single. It's going to be 203 for 7. Yeah, if he had caught that Harshit run up, well, not caught it, but if he had grabbed it, it would have been a run out. They just want Mitchell on strike. You're still going to take your single, but you just need to push a run in. You just need to push it in to get back on strike. Damn, it's like 10:08 PM for me. How am I so tired right now? We've still got a full 1 innings to go. Oh, he's gone big there. He's gone big, straight up Broadway. That's a 6 for Daryl Mitchell, and he'll get to 34. And the Kiwis will be at 209 for 7. This has turned into a good total again. It was amazing, and then it was awful, and then it's amazing again. Night is still young. Dude, 10. I think it's because I had a late night last night editing and stuff. I think that's probably why. In the break, I'm gonna go wash my face and wet myself up again. Have a bit of the sniffage, yeah, that's for sure. Oh, beautiful. 3 balls to go. And that is straight along on there. Will they go for the single? They will. Interesting. Interesting. I probably wouldn't have gone for the single there. Because there's only 2 balls remaining. I don't think that you're going to win the game with 210 from 7 compared to 209. Don't think so. India probably get 211 in the space of 5 overs. Knowing what they've done this series. Should run a second last ball. And that will be a single. So I guess a single does work out for him. Last ball of the innings. Can we see Daryl Mitchell take him to 217 with a 6? If he gets a 4, that will be the 215. New Zealand equals New Greenland. Why haven't us Aussies taken over New Zealand yet? We already own New Zealand, son. We already own New Zealand. We can be great at every sport that matters. If you put Australia and New Zealand together, we're unstoppable at everything. 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 Unstoppable. Are we seriously changing the bat with 1 ball to go? You're serious? Are we seriously changing the bat here with 1 ball to go? This is actually hilarious. This is a piss take. And then some bro has just run out with 3 different cricket bats, and apparently they're the wrong ones. So now somebody else is now running out the actual cricket bat. There's there's one ball to go, lads. We got one ball. Just throw your helmet at the ball, son. Throw something at it. Just throw your whole body at it. So Mitchell on 35. Henry, he'll finish on 6. The run rate 10.64. It's 2:11 for 7. This will be the final ball here of the over. Something dodgy going on. I just don't understand what the point is of changing the bat with one ball to go. And they'll be shot over the top, and it will go for 4. So they will end on 215. It'll be 215 runs in total for the Kiwis with 3 wickets in hand. 215 for 7 through 20 overs. Look, I think they're pretty happy with that. That's 10.75 on the run rate. I do still think India wins this game, but I think they'd be pretty happy with that overall. That they were able to destroy the opening 10 overs, fell away in that next 5 overs, but then really pumped home in those last 3 to 4 overs to get them back to that 215 total. Guys, we're going to jump off for about 5-10 minutes. We'll be back to cover the full second innings in just a few moments. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be back in just a few moments. All right, we are back for. We're not quite ready yet. Just after the break, we're about to see India have to chase a pretty reasonable score for them of 215. You know, if you go back across the series so far, obviously India are already up 3-0, but they've pretty much chased this down with ease across all three of the games. With the context of it, you know, they got 238 with the bat opening as the first team batting in the first game, and then the second game they got 209 with 28 balls left, so they easily would have chased 215 there. They got to 209 through 15.2, and then in the third game they got 155 through the first 10 overs. So, you know, India have shown that they can literally chase down 153 in 10 overs. So India have very clearly shown that they can get over 215. They would have been on target for 300 in that third ODI if they were opening the bat, right? So this is probably still going to be an India win, but 215 at least puts the question mark there. At least it throws the question out and it makes it a little bit more interesting. But all right, let's get into it. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Kiwis were amazing and then fell apart and then were amazing again. So at least they were able to get a good score above 200. But Skeletor says, "Hey, T20 every run matters, to be honest. I hate it when idiots get run out in a test over a tip shot within 6 feet or 10 metres of the batter. Happens all the time, yeah." Who does the chat think is going to win? New Zealand? I think we're probably going to see India still win this, man. But it just comes down to how these bowlers get going, and if they can find a way to break through Abhishek early. You know, they cannot allow Abhishek Sharma to go crazy. So far in this series, we've seen Sharma score in the first game. He got 84. In the second game, he ended up getting actually out for a duck, which is crazy. He got out for a duck, but then you saw Kishan, who's not playing, but he got out for 76, and Suryakumar Yadav got out for 82. So not out for 82. The openers were awful. Wow, Sanju Samson 6, and then Abhishek Sharma 0, and they went crazy. And that just shows you what this team is. But then Sharma in that third game was just spectacular. He went and got not out for 68 and just dominated from the outset to get a pretty easy win. But all right, first ball here of the India batting innings, and they're going to start off with a 6. And oh no, he's out. Abhishek Sharma is out on 0. Abhishek Sharma just got out for a duck. Abhishek Sharma is out for a duck. It's 0 for 1. They did this on the third ODI, the third T20 as well. They got a wicket on the first ball in the third ODI, and they've done it again on the fourth ODI here, and it's the big one of Abhishek Sharma. Oh no, it's decision pending. No way. Scorecard, yeah, will in a second. And yeah, he's definitely caught that. He has definitely caught that. What a grab. What a grab. Now watch them end this match in 3 overs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly right. Okay, I'm going to update this scorecard, so it's definitely a catch. I can't believe that went well up high. I thought that was going to go for a 6, but it ended up just dropping in perfectly, and it's a good catch as well from the Kiwis, from Conway. Bowled by Henry, and Abhishek Sharma gone already. That is absolutely massive and keeps the Kiwis in with a huge sniff, because now 9 wickets to chase down 216. Can they do it? Absolutely, but you know, that really was that a golden duck? Was a golden duck, Joe? It was a golden duck. First ball of the innings, and again they got a golden duck with. They got a golden duck in the third ODI, which was Sanju Samson, and they got him very, very quickly. And there's no Ishan Kisan tonight. There is no Ishan tonight, which means that Suryakumar Yadav will come in. He's also been very good, though. He's got 23 50s, he's got 400s, Innings 97 for 2,959 runs. If he gets 41 runs here, he goes past the 3,000 mark. And his strike rate is monumental. Malik says, "Sir, I crack really good jokes. Listen to this one. Tomorrow Australia will beat Pakistan. How was that? How was the joke? It's a great joke. That's a top tier joke, Malik. Mate, that is, as Shauno said, that is sensational. That is a sensational joke. Pakistan to beat Australia? Mate, you are a comedian. You're hilarious. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. That is very funny. Shaman a drama. Shaman got nothing, mate. He got nothing. Can you imagine him going up against Australia? Oh my gosh, he's going to get out for less than a duck. He'd get out for less than a duck. Darryl Mitchell should play in the BBL next summer. Would love to see it. Would love to see it. Pakistan are running on par with the West Indies in cricket. Both trash that would lose to Afghanistan. Yikes. Well, 3 balls here. 1 wicket and 2 dots. This is a fantastic start for the Kiwis. No better way to start the game. Especially when it looked like it had a chance to go for a 6, but it just didn't have any distance on it. It just went straight up in the air and just sat in before the boundary. And he had to come a decent way in to get this catch, and he had to really reach out and grab it with the fingertips. That is such a good catch from Conway. Up in the air. Oh, sneaks in behind for no. Oh, he can't stop it. That will be a boundary. So their first runs through Sudakama. 4 for 1. 4 for 1. Oh yeah, I got Coke Zero as well. Oh, you wish I don't get Coke Zero. Oh, you think you're going to parent me? You're going to tell me I can't have a Coke Zero? You wish I. You wish I. Dude, those 3 back-to-back-to-back T20 streams through the World Cup every day is going to be so brutal. Especially when it's like a day. I'll go and have a look at it in a second after this next ball. And it will be a dot ball. So can you imagine what we're going to go through mentally when we've got 3 streams of Bangladesh versus Italy, Zimbabwe versus Oman, and then South Africa versus Canada. Oh, gosh sake. That is going to be dreadful. That is going to be dreadful. Tuesday, 17th of February, New Zealand versus Canada, Ireland versus Zimbabwe, Bangladesh versus Nepal. Oh my gosh. He nearly just caught that on a bowling court. That was a fantastic over from Henry. Wow, he nearly had 4 for 1 for the first over. You're very happy with that, and he nearly just had 4 for 2. Samson nearly got done for a duck. Just puts it up. Doesn't quite reach. Oh, mate, so close to a catch for Henry. And then on the Thursday, the 19th of February, we've got West Indies versus Italy, Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe, and Afghanistan versus Canada. I'm going to cry. I might cry. But you're going to find that with a lot of the group stages. You're going to find it. You know, like even Afghanistan versus USA, Afghanistan versus UAE, England versus Italy, and Australia versus Sri Lanka. It's a rough day, but at least we got the Aussies there, and we do have a few English fans here on the channel, even though Chris is basically Aussie. He's basically an Aussie fan. Everyone is. Who isn't? Who isn't? Titans fan and an Aussie fan. You know, Chris gets it. He just gets it. So that's going to be a dot ball here. Who's bowling? Oh, so close to that catch from Matt Henry. Ireland versus Zimbabwe could be a belter. Chris, I need you to stop talking. Babar Azam is not playing, so Zimbabwe might have a chance. Ireland versus Zimbabwe, that is just going to be so rough. What is that? Is that the third game too? No, it's the second game. The third game? Look, I don't mind Bangladesh versus Nepal. New Zealand versus Canada is going to be pretty bad, but at least it's the Kiwis. Ireland versus Zimbabwe is going to be a slog, bro. Yeah, going to be a slog. But it could be. Look, it could be. It could also be absolutely awful, so much so that we're going to rip our eyes out. I'm probably backing that option in more, but, hopefully you are right. So 2 dot balls here of this over. And good fielding to stop a 4, but it is going to be a single. Still, India super low. By this point, New Zealand were already at like 20, 24 runs kind of deal. This is going to put pressure on India. New Zealand need this confidence boost, man. They need to win this game for a confidence boost. This game or the 5th game, they've lost the series, but they need at least one game from the series for this confidence boost going into the World Cup. Target 216. Suryakama 4. Samson 1. Oh, swing and a miss. Some people are literally breaking into the shops next to my place of work at the moment. Well, there you go. Yeah, big swing and a big miss. Samson looks rough. And that was an awful shot from Surya. Suryakama on strike. Only the 1 run off of the over so far. And that is a nice shot. Should go for 4. Should go for 4. Should go for 4. Will go for 4. So at least they got that. So that's 5 runs off the over now. Still a very good over. Yeah, that's middle and late. That is just... That's a greatly timed play. Shot that. It's a good bowl. That's right. I just realised Jamison's not here today. I think Jamison played the last one, didn't he? Oh my gosh, he's caught him. Oh my gosh, Suryakama has just caught him. It's 2 wickets. It's 9 for 2. Oh my gosh, it's 9 for 2. Suryakama is gone on two runs, and that's another wicket for the Kiwis. What's happening right now? I actually don't understand what's happening right now. This is insane. 9 runs. It's going to be an umpire review for a fair catch. They're 2 wickets down here, India. Hold on, we're going to see this. And... yeah, he's caught that. That's great for a big man. What a catch from a big man. That's 2 wickets. India's still not losing. Kraken, I don't know, man. The Kiwis are on fire right now. They are on fire as we speak. Yeah, he's caught that. Yep, he is going to be out. So that's 9 for 2 through the first 2 overs. What is happening here in India as we speak? The bad news comes up, and they have not even got double digits yet. And 2 of their best batters are gone in Abhishek Sharma and Suryakama. Geez, from a really tall, big-framed bowler, that is really impressive to get down for that. Caught and bowled by Duffy. I feel like I'd nearly be really leaning towards India losing now, Kraken. I'd be leaning towards the Kiwis. Which, for people who don't really know cricket, would think, well, 9 for 2, surely New Zealand are going to win. India can still absolutely come back from this. But I just feel like the intention is there from the Kiwis to get this job done. Yeah, no worries, mate. Just going to get munchies. I've chosen chocolate digestives with Coles squirty cream to put on top. Sounds a bit gay to me, Chris, but you do you, brother. Cold squirty cream sounds a bit, fruity, but Oh my gosh, that's going to go for a 4. Not the greatest shot, but it will end up going for a 4. Chris, we don't judge you, mate, You do you, but cold squirty cream, I don't know about admitting to having that. It's lush. That is such an English word, by the way. That is such an English word, lush. Obviously, I know the word lush, and we all know the word lush, but lush doesn't get used anywhere near as much as it does in England. Next bowl. Oh, good bowl, man. Their bowling here from the Kiwis is spectacular. Chris, how do you expect me to respond to that? It's a great question. How are you expected to respond to that? That is a spectacular question. Cold squirty cream. Oh, Chris, what have you done to yourself? What have you done? Next bolt. Oh, that's up in the air. Oh, beautiful shot actually from Samson. It's going to go for a 4. Beautiful shot. So 4 4s. Well, this has to be the 9 for Samson. He's not been fantastic of late, but he's got off to a good start here with 9 runs. Yeah, he just comes towards the bowler and smacks it. Digestives with squirty cream slaps, to be fair. Tatted. We know you're English, and we know Chris is English. So you're backing him up on the squirty cream slaps? You're backing him up on squirty cream slaps. I think I've heard just about enough from you English all day. I think we've had just about enough. We've had just about enough, lads. Digestives with squirty cream slaps, to be fair. The English are getting really loosey-goosey right now. They're getting a bit out of control in the second innings of this match. It's going to be a single here for India. I'm glad I'm a convict and live in Oz. Yeah, no, when you drop the... No, I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not going to do that. Alright, so next bowl here, it's going to be Rinku on strike and swing and a miss. Give him a break, mate. The Ashes lost. Hit him hard. Oh, we hit him hard, alright. Hit him hard. Because they're currently having the squirty cream to get through it. That's what Travis Head does to you. That is a Travis Head special. That is a head special there, the old squirty cream. So 18 for 2. I love how you call him Plucker, man. Oh, it's that time of the night too where everything just becomes funny. 3 overs gone, 18 for 2. And Rinku's still on the duck. Again, through 3 overs, New Zealand were... And they maintain it pretty consistently. Again, they were a pretty consistent above 10 run rate. A couple of times they dabbled underneath 10 and were around that 9.6, 9.7. But they never went underneath that. And they pretty consistently were at around the 10.1, 10.2. They peaked at 13.1. They load about 9.7. So India are under a lot of pressure here with only 8 wickets in hand now. And their run rate is well behind. Kraken says Ashes was AI. So listen, Kraken, I'm going to have to politely decline your delusion there. And I'm also going to remove the word politely, and I'm going to actually add in aggressively decline your delusion there. I definitely watched it. We all watched it. Saw Travis Head smoke ya. Up in the air, but no one's going to be there. It's going to end up being probably just the single. Yep, will be single. This Folks guy is going to leak some heavy runs. If there's going to be a guy that gets them back in the game, it gets India back into this game, because they're not currently in the game. I'll say it straight away. They're not currently in it. If there's going to be a guy, it's going to be Folks. to get him back in. But also, if he picks up a wicket here, if they lose another wicket before the 5th over, which is 11 balls to go, I don't know if India win. I don't know if they do. The Ashes is just a cover for the Palmer's pub crawls. Yeah, no, they don't care about the cricket. They just care about going and demanding Australian DJs not to play buddy Jimmy Barnes, crying about it and posting video about it. Imagine crying and posting a video whilst being in Australia and your nickname's the Whinge and Palms for a reason. Imagine flying all the way to Australia to whinge and moan and cry about listening to an Australian song in an Australian pub. You absolute clowns. It's like us going to England. It's us going to Manchester and then hearing Oasis being blasted in the pub and we being like, no one here knows this song. We don't care about Oasis. Change this shit. Is that how stupid that sounds? What a stupid thing that the Barmy Army did. Oh, yeah, he's charged at that one. That's going to be a 6. Big shots there from Rinku. And that is a 6. They get to 25 for 2. Squirty Cream is going to get some play in future streams, I'm telling you. To when England play. Well, actually, we've got England-Sri Lanka in a couple of days' time, don't we? Yeah, England. We will be live for England versus Sri Lanka on Friday. So we will be streaming every day until Monday, and then I think from Tuesday onwards next week, it's at least one stream per day for nearly ever. For nearly ever. That's going to be a 6. That's gone the whole way there for Rinku, and folks, he's giving up those runs like we predicted. Taylor says, we all know the Ashes doesn't count because of Snicko, moral high ground. Yeah, sure, Broad should have walked, but hey. Jay says, ain't heard or seen and wonder if Gazza is still in Manly. I see him, he watches my Instagram stories, so I know he's still cracking around. I know he's still hip-hopping around. I don't think he's still in Manly. He's probably gone back to the UK. He's not really cricket, though. He's rugby league, as you find with most of the people on this channel, you know, that we... Most 98% of people on this channel are rugby league centric, so even though he's English, he definitely is all about the rugby league. That's going to be a single. Yeah, sure, Broad should have walked at it. I will agree with you there, but Broady should have walked. I have liked him as a pundit, though. I really have. Watched a video, that's 14 runs. I watched a video where, and I want to do this for rugby league one day, where they get like 5 blokes in, and you have to guess who the professional cricketer is. They do it for football all the time, and you see it with professional football players. It's interesting because there's no content creators who have really picked up the sporting content that works overseas. If I was in Australia, I'd do it, but I'm not in Australia. I'm well ahead of this kind of stuff because I watch a lot of YouTube to understand a lot of things. But whoever decides to do that kind of concept with, say, AFL or rugby league and utilize, you know, ex-players, and I'd smash it because obviously I have a pretty good understanding of players from the past and also now. But basically, you get 5 random blokes that you put up there. One of them has either played professional rugby league or currently plays professional rugby league, and that can be NRL, or that can be Queensland Cup, that can be New South Wales Cup kind of deal. I guess it could be under 19s in a lot of ways because that is still a part of the under 19s origin kind of deal. As long as you're professionally contracted, and even if you play for the Tweeted Seagulls, you know, kind of deal. So it's a very good concept, and there's so many concepts like this that work, but no one in Australia has done it. And again, I would do it if I was in Australia. It is what it is, quality food, that is. You know, England's well known for its quality food. That's going to be... Oh, drops in just before the field around the boundary. pressure is on the Indian batter right now. Current run rate is 7.82. Required run rate is 11.62. Still very doable. Very, very doable. And that will be a single. Our food is elite. Oh, that's going to actually end up being 2 runs. Food's elite. Yeah, let's go have a look. Let's go confirm this for you. Famous England food. Including the iconic fish and chips. Shut up. Shut up. Full English breakfast. To be fair, English breakfast is good. Yorkshire pudding. I know you guys are obsessed with that. Fish and chips. To claim that as an English dish is so incredible. That is incredible. That is actually incredible to claim fish and chips as an English heritage food. Sunday roast. No, I'm sick of this already. I'm sick of looking at what they're classifying already. Next bolt. And good fielding. Wow, great fielding there. That would just be a single. Sean says, what do you mean if you're in Oz, why can't it be done? What do you mean if you're in Oz, why can't it be done? Sean, you know I'm in Vietnam. I haven't been in Australia since February last year. What are you talking about? I haven't been in Australia. What are you talking about? Great, it's proper job our grub is. Don't forget the tikka masala. Yeah, tikka masala is absolutely an English English cultural dish. That's a 4 for Samson, and that's 16 runs now. How could I ever forget the tikka masala as English's national dish? How could I ever forget? Good shot out there for the 4. Alright, well this is looking like it's going to be a pretty interesting game. It doesn't look like it's going to be a blowout like we've seen. It's looking to be a pretty interesting game. 41 runs with 2 wickets for the first 5 overs. If you times that by, if you times that by 4, 40, 81, 21, 60, 164. And then that'd be 8 wickets if they lost the 2 wickets per 5 overs. But then you add the 20, 30 runs, it'd be close. Next bolt. And a miscued shot there will go for a dot ball. So Duffy replaces Foakes. He's been really good so far. 1 for 5 through 1.1. Chips and curry sauce, best of England. I want you guys, I want the English here to tell me what your national dish is, and then I want the Aussies to tell me what their national dish is. Nate says, if you don't believe me, look it up. I'm going to refresh the chat because I haven't actually seen your previous comment. Ah, it's a good shot. See you later. That is a 4 for Rinku, and he goes to 21. Brother, I'm not reading that coming out. I'm not reading the coming out. I won't be doing it, champion. You wish. But that is a boundary for Rinku. He's into the 20s. It took him a while to open up. It took him 4 balls before he got off the duck. But now he's on 21. He's flying. Bacon sandwich. Listen, I've had enough of it. I've had just about enough. You've claimed fish and chips. You've claimed tikka masala. And now you're claiming a bacon sandwich. The English are claiming bacon sandwich as a cultural dish. You're something else. It's a real English dish, mate. I'm not shitting you. I don't believe that you are shitting me. I believe that you're telling the truth. That doesn't mean that I can say it publicly on the stream. I can't do that. Greg Sausage Roll. I hear Greg Sausage Roll. I hear this. I don't know if it's good or not. I just know that I've heard about this. I don't know whether he's taken the piss or not. Here, tatted. but I've heard of Greg's sausage roll. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've definitely heard of it. Oh, he's dropped him. Oh, that was a very difficult catch though for Glenn Phillips, who is usually really good with his hands, but he has dropped him there as a very difficult catch though. That might have been not the win, but they would have been pretty confident, especially with it being Rinku. Oh, he gets his hands underneath it too. Well, he did get his hands underneath it, but he just couldn't hold on to it. He just could not hold on to it. Next bowl. That's up in the air, and that's gone for 6. That's see you later. That is see you later kind of material. That is gone absolutely bucket loads all the way to Namibia. And that is a 6 after a tough dropped catch to get that 6. And they will get past the 50 bomb on 52. I want to go famous Australian food. You know, you guys claiming fish and chips, we'll claim steak then, you know what I mean? This is what you English lot are doing. We're claiming steak. We're going to claim a steak in Australia then. Obviously, we've got the old Vegemite. What an absolute play that is. And if you don't like Vegemite, you're a disgrace to humanity. But if you like too much Vegemite, you're also a disgrace. And any Aussie who says you have to dump it on, otherwise you're not Aussie, you're an idiot. I respect you without the Vegemite discussion. But you're an Aussie, so I respect you. Haggis is elite. Oh, yeah, now the English are going to claim haggis, are they? Who doesn't want all of the sheep's organs wrapped in the stomach? Is that what we're doing, Tatted? So now we're just blatantly stealing from Scotland. we're just not even going with real loosey goosey fish and chips. We're blatantly stealing from Scotland. This doesn't surprise. So at this stage, New Zealand were 71 for 0. So they were 18 runs in front with 2 less wickets. And they do slow down in the middle 10 to 15 overs. But then they pump strong again from 15 overs onwards. Fairy Bread's pretty elite. Oh, Chico Roll's pretty Aussie. Chico Roll's pretty Aussie. I will go through for a single. My mum was actually one of the original Vegemite kids in the TV ad in the 50s. You taking the piss or like legit? It's cool as. It's like nothing. It's just like a really interesting fact. Scotland's basically England, just worse weather. They're both just shit weather, mate. It's a bit of a much of a muchness, really. So the current run rate is 8.68. The required run rate is 11.78. So they are still behind. And again, the wickets. Legit, mate. Give me an autograph. Wow, they're claiming chicken parmigiana. Oh, we're back on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened then. For some reason, the internet just completely shut itself. So I'm going to go to VIP box. I think it wasn't the internet. I think it was the VPN service. Because I just turned the VPN off and now it's working again. Maybe if I try and turn it back on, then we can be sweet again. I don't know what has happened. So just try and refresh it, guys. If you have been watching the stream the entire time, just refresh your stream so that you can make sure it's actually doing it again. Yeah, for some reason the VPN's struggling. Tell me how many fingers I'm holding up, just so I know how far behind you guys are. Well, there is a wicket. Sanju Samson has been bowled by Mitchell Santner. Sanju Samson has been bowled by Mitchell Santner, and that is massive for the Kiwis. 274. Dasmate, you come in for 2 seconds. I actually blame Dasmate for us freezing because the stream was fantastic until Dasmate turns up. Absolutely spectacular, Daz, and then you've just gone and absolutely ruined it with your Patriots. It's the Patriots' fault, I reckon. So there is a wicket, and that is massive for the Kiwis, who have got a chance to win this game and give them some good, solid motivation going into the fifth game for starters, but also the T20 World Cup that starts in just a couple of weeks' time. Oh, I'll go screw myself then. Well, Dads, we didn't have a single problem in regards to any VPN, any internet, any microphone, any nothing. The only problem we've had is dealing with English here, trying to claim fish and chips as a national dish of England. That's the biggest problem we've had, and it's a damn well disgrace we've had to deal with that shit. But then you come in, and then everything goes to shit with the VPN. But you know, it is what it is. So 57 for 3 here through 7 overs. 13 overs to bowl here for the Kiwis, and they're looking pretty right now. Nate J is looking like he's going to win a bet for the first time in his life. He's lost so much money on the Dragons as the underdogs. He might actually win an underdog bet here. How much do you put on it, Nate? I'm going to refresh the chat just in case it messed up before too. Next bowl. And it will be dot ball. I'm calling. I think I really like New Zealand to win this game. Trust me, the Kiwis are not winning this one. Kraken, why do you hate the country of New Zealand? What is your problem with the country of New Zealand? What is your problem with the country of New Zealand? Why don't you have a little bit of faith in the old Kiwis? The old sheepshaggers. Give them a break. It's going to be a single there. With that being said, though, you're a big fan of you're a big fan of Tim Seifert, and then you got him jinxed up in literally the next ball, and now you've said India are going to still win this game. So I reckon the Kiwis are morals. Last time I showed some faith in a Kiwi, he got out. Yeah, well, now if we see another wicket here from India in this over, I'm saying you jinx him again and we'll give you a timeout. You're so lucky. You got 3 balls to survive here, Kraken. You have 3 balls to survive, and you nearly just got done there on that 4th ball, but you got 3 more balls left here. You may, if you've jinxed India again for another wicket in this over, you're done. Hardik Pandya versus Sodhi in T20s. 11 innings for 27 runs, 3 outs. So, Sodhi does know how to get Pandya. Oh, dude, he's going for big swings and missing every time. Toad and Hole is a great Aussie pisshead feed. I've gotten a multi, put a lazy 5 on it. What's the multi? What's the complete multi? Oh my gosh, they're actually reviewing this. They're reviewing a stumping here. Umpire review for a stumping. I think he's fine. I think he's okay. Just got a Pakistan flag for tomorrow ready. Yeah, well, I've just got my finger ready to time you out. Because I'm sure we're going to have Malik coming in here just ripping into me. We're going to have Sana. Sana is going to talk about Pakistan every 2 seconds, and we can't do anything about it because it's a Pakistan-Australia game. His foot. Let's have a look. Obviously, the ball doesn't touch the bat. What, 220? It was an umpire review, Kraken. It was an umpire review. So, it's fine in regards to that. Does he keep his foot down? Why did we even look at this? Dude, you can't have more of a planted foot than we're seeing from Hardik Pandya right there. But Tatted, considering everything right now, it does kind of makes sense. It does make sense that you've bought a Pakistan flag for tomorrow. I'll let the intellectuals think about that one. So Hardik got on 2, Rinky on 25. It's 59 for 3 through 7.5. Yeah, very sorry to hear, Tatted. He is an English fan, Daz, so you really got to kind of just take it easy with him. Take it easy. Just be real patient, because otherwise they go wacko, bro. They go completely wacko. They are wacko, and they go wacko. And it's going to be a single. Tatted, I bet you tomorrow you see enough people. I reckon you see enough Pakistanis that are just... There's going to be so many ones that are going to annoy you that you'll even support Australia in the end of the stream. Chris says, I'm backing our Rafa brothers all the way. You're backing the greatest team of all time all the way. That's what you're doing. Gold Coast Titans. So this stage, New Zealand were 94 for 0. India are currently 60 for 3. But in 6 runs' time, New Zealand do lose their first wicket, and then they're 4 wickets down within the next 37 runs. I think New Zealand win this, Kraken. I think they do. I think the Kiwis get through here. It's going to take a absolute slog here. Can they do it? Yes. But it's going to take an absolute slog from India. There should be 2 runs. They will get 2 runs. Could you imagine if you bet on like India at $1.20 to win this game? They were $1.20. Could you imagine how pissed off you'd be? Because there are so many bettors that you see online who will bet like 100k on something $1.10 to win 10k because it's $1.10 and then it'll go under. Not exactly the comment I thought I'd be reading at 3:04 a.m. this morning, Sean. So Daz, this is what happens late at night. You know, this is kind of the drill, but it is a very interesting comment from Sean. But then again, Daz, you did miss out before. We had Chris Hendry, the Englishman. He told us a great story about that he's chosen, because he said, yeah, no worries, mate, just going to get munchies. I've chosen chocolate digestives with cold squirty cream to put on top. And then we had another Englishman in Tatted defending the cold squirty cream. It's up in the air, it's up in the air, it's up in the air. He's gone. Hardik Pandya, he has gone on 2. It's 63 for 4. 63 for 4, and I think the Kiwis have won this game. I'm calling it, son. Kraken. I'm calling it. It's only 11:05. Yeah, it is only 11:05. By the way, Sean, I go back to your previous comment about me being in Australia. Did you actually genuinely think that I was in Australia? I haven't been in Australia since February last year. To be fair, it's British culture now. Nath? British culture now? I've missed out on something here. But my brain is all over the shop at this time. Oh, he's got his Pakistan flag and his squirty cream ready for the game. That is culture. That's culture right now. It's a new wave. It's a new wave, getting them into it. But 4 wickets down for India. I don't think they win from here. I don't think they can do it. Sue me. Sue me, son. Also, guys, do not forget tomorrow we will be live Pakistan vs Australia. Actually, there isn't an NRL video tomorrow. But on Friday, we have Sri Lanka vs England T21. A live stream at the same time. But we also have an NRL video that comes out. Is the 2026 season the toughest NRL season to predict yet? Is what the video is going to be. So Rinku on 29, Doob on 0. It's 63 for 4. This is looking a little bit too much in the too much to ask basket. But if Doob's going to hit sixes like that, you're not going to complain. It is a big time 6 there from Doob. Big time 6. Massive stuff there. Massive stuff. Bushka. See you later. So 6 4s and 4 6s. And no, that will just be a single. His name is Doober, not Doob. Yeah, Daz, it's an odd one. They are odd. They are odd up there in the Northern Hemisphere. For example, they're saying they want to get around Pakistan over Australia tomorrow in that stream. You know, it's a disgrace. It really is. You know, they send us in to deliberately die in the World War, and then they can't even support us against Pakistan in the cricket. You know, this is, and they can't walk. They can't walk when they clearly smash it. Smash the ball into the Wiki's gloves. Abhishek out for 0, Samson out for 24, Sudia Kama out for 8, Hardik out for 2, Rinku not out 29, Dube on 7. So 146 to win off 66 balls. Kraken, are you willing to really lay your honour and knowledge down on the line that India still win this game? Probably didn't touch it. Nah, you're done for at least 1 minute. Do I do it for 5? I'm going to let the moderators, they can decide. The moderators can decide whether you get slapped for 1 minute or for 5 minutes, or if they're gracious. They can be gracious if they would like to be. I'm going to be gracious and compassionate and let them decide. I'm not going to be the one to time you out. But Jay has decided to remove the comment. Maybe he's being gracious here, not timing out. You just got to hope that Daz isn't still listening, because he will probably time you out for 10 minutes. Sean says, Chris, it's changed up the last 25 years. Okay, that's a conversation that I don't need to be a part of. And that will be shot through. Great fielding there to stop a 4. That's just going to be the 2 runs. Just a twosie for Rinku. He's into the thrifty 30s. 143 to win off of 63 balls. God, he didn't touch it. It's crazy. Actually, I just realised that was see how tired I am, guys? I was talking about Kraken when it was Tattered that was the one who should have been timed out. My brain is just gone due to this time of the night. It's just gone. It's just gone. 73 for 4 through 9.4. Yep, Tattered's been timed out for 5 minutes. Go on for 5, Tattered. Have a think about what you just said in regards to Broad never hit it. That's going to be a good fielding to stop that to only be a dot ball. Only 3 runs off the over here from Glenn Phillips. Shivam Dube, jeez, he hit 101 metres. Darryl Mitchell smashed that 99 metres before, but 101 metres in that 6 is just huge. And catch, no, that's going to go for 4. 77 for 4 through 10. At this stage, I'm pretty certain at the 10 over mark, they were at 108, the Kiwis. It would have been 108 for 2. Currently, India is 77 for 4 at the same time. So 87, 97, 107. So 31 runs and 31 more runs for the Kiwis and 2 less wickets. Good luck. 10 overs gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I feel like there's probably going to be a drinks break here. So I might just stand up and have a stretch. I might have a quick stretch here before we do get on the way with the final 10 overs. That's a subscribe. I'll be back in a second. Alright, here we go. How do they even calculate a distance for 6? It's a great point, actually. I don't know how they calculate to the dot. I think there probably is, like technology inside the ball, isn't there? You see it with some sports, they would probably have... What's happening now? Are we streaming? Yeah, we are. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I would assume that they have, like, some form of technology in the ball to tell the distance and all that kind of jazz. I'm going to try and get back onto the VPN or no internet connection. I don't know. It says no internet connection right now. But I feel like we're still streaming. Oh, yeah, okay. No, that's working. So that's put me into Vietnam. I am currently in Vietnam. So I am currently here. So I don't need the VPN for Vietnam. I am currently here. Distance is speed times time. Oh, so they do that. But surely there's like some form of technology in the ball, though. So they need 139 runs here off of 60 balls. Maybe I'll try different. Hold on. I'm going to try a different VPN here. Because, like, clearly the internet's still working. You guys can still see me, right? This stream is still going, yeah? Like, there's no... I don't think we've got a problem right now with the actual stream, do we? Maul, destroy, overwhelm, dismantle, mash, obliterate. What is happening right now? I don't know what's happened. Let's try and go to this. I don't know. 134 runs on 58 balls. They got 5 runs there that we've missed out on. Yeah, okay, thank you, Jay. No, so Kraken, when I do ask questions like that, please be honest when you say yes or no. Please be honest, because it is just me trying to make sure the stream's... Yeah, Jay's talking about. When we ask it a serious question like that, I do actually need a genuine response. Because otherwise then I start to worry, because I'm trying to obviously create content here. Alright, so just opening the stream back up again. Chris, have a... Maul is what a lion does to kill. What has Chris said? What has he said in regards to Maul? The more Australian Maul other countries makes mine look slightly less terrible. No, you guys are terrible. Failed request. This is going all over the shop. Only my second time out somehow. Tatted, give it time, mate. Plenty of time. Plenty of time to still crack off of that. Lagging's past the 100 mark. Yeah, for some reason, like, the internet's clearly working, but it's not actually letting me do anything. Are we back on? Okay, so 134 runs on 57 balls. Okay, successfully connected. Sorry, guys. Again, this is VPN stuff. This isn't me stuff. But yeah, plenty of time to get that going. Welcome back. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for letting me know. I've got to still try to get the VPN on, otherwise I can't even watch the game. And the World Cup, I'll get triple figures. I'm sure. 13 likes at the button. Yeah, look, it's our audience is mainly Australia, dude. So obviously we've got a couple of English here, but our audience is mainly Australia. So everyone's pretty much in bed. We're still building our cricket audience, man. So you assume to get the smaller attendances for games like this, but at the end of the day, we love our cricket, and that's why we're here regardless. 133 runs from 56 balls. Let me try again. Let's try again. See if we can get back onto Australia. Sydney this time. Come on. Why is it not going? Yeah, VPN's just not working right now. Cool. 132 runs and 56 balls. Required run rate is now 14.14. I don't see a world now. I do not see a world now where they're able to come back in this one here, the Indians. Can't see it. Try to reconnect. Okay, we're connected again. Just let's finish the game off in peace. Just let us finish the game off in damn well peace. That's all I'm asking. Let's try VIP box again. So 130 from 55 is the must hit of 4. 14.18 is the required run rate. Dude, like some websites working right now. It's not me, and I'm not even got the VPN on now. Because it's like I'm able to go through different parts of websites, but then when it gets to actually showing the video, it keeps saying failed request. I couldn't tell you what's going on. We might have to go blind. India should declare or retire everyone hurt. Honestly, they should at this point. 130 from 55, you're not chasing that with 14.18. Especially not when you're 5 wickets down and you're already into Harshit Rana and you're still not even at 100 yet. I'm going to move this down like this. They're still not even at 100 yet. Through 10.5. Okay, we'll try one final time here. We'll try one final time with the old NordVPN. That doesn't surprise me though, Sean. Very, very much not surprised there. Okay, NordVPN. Let's try this again. See if this gets going this time. Come on. It's super fast internet here in Vietnam, so again, it's definitely not that. Late night Mr. Sports stream. So everything, like the thing is that we've had such a good stream, and then it's just completely gone out of whack because as soon as I come on, it starts lagging. Yeah, no, again, it's not you, it's the VPN, bro. It's not. It just happens. Unfortunately, it just happens offline. I think we're probably back on now. Yeah, back on. Just impossible to do. Chris, come to Thailand. Let's have a puff. Oh, okay. Let's refresh that. Were you at work or something Sunday? Or were you up just early for no reason at all? Because you'd probably be on like night shift or something like that, wouldn't you? 2020. Yeah, fair. Well, you'd be pretty happy. If you go and watch my recent NRL video, you'd be pretty happy with what I said about your Chooksters. You'd be pretty happy with it. Well, and you've also tuned in as the Kiwis are looking like they're looking very likely to go and get. Well, they are just going to win. They're not going to lose them here. There's no way. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Now we don't even have a score anymore. Now we don't even have a score anymore. We'll watch when I get home. We do not even have a score. Let me try and refresh it again. Okay, now it's working. Yes, looking like New Zealand are going to get a victory here in India, that's for sure. Move that down. They need 112 runs from 50 balls. Required run rate is 13.44. They have brought that required run rate down from the 14s to the 13.44, but it's just not happening, Champion. It's just not happening. But also, watching this game is apparently not happening because it just keeps saying failed request. Hopefully this doesn't impact tomorrow. That game actually starts about half an hour, no, 45 minutes, no, half an hour earlier tomorrow, which is a bit of a better time zone at the very least. 106 runs from 49 balls required. They're now at 110. Wow, so India are getting a few runs here. Their required run rate down to 13 runs now. Current run rate is 9.3. Dubé is just getting runs galore. He's gotten, in this over, a 2, a 4. And that was from, to Dubé. 2, a 4, 1 wide, a 6, a 4, and a 6. Off this over from Ish Sodhi, he's given up 10, 16, 17, 21, 23 runs off of this over. 23 runs off this over. If you want to give India a chance back into the game, this is the way to do it, son. This is the damn well way to do it. You're giving them every possible opportunity. Every possible chance here. Yeah, obviously VIP box just isn't going to work. So 12 overs gone, 8 overs to go, 48 balls remaining, 100 runs needed. If they win it from here, it would just be spectacular. We'll try ExpressVPN. Try Express. I like he wasn't messing around. It was buffering for me. Oh, apparently this is connected now. KO. Oh, okay. Oh, we might be on. Okay, it might be working for me now. Thank gosh, because I want to be able to watch this finale. If the Indians can keep getting this, their required run rate is now down to 12.5. The runs that they've been getting in this last over have brought them back in with a bit of a sniff. An absolute sniff. One day, all the BK Sports supporters might meet up in Udon Thani for a get-together. Mate, I'm down. That's where the Christmas party is this year, Udon Thani. Is it Thani or Tani? I'm assuming it's going to probably be Tani. Count me in. Sando is always in. Sando has never not been in his life. Watch that. Okay, I think we're about to be on. I think we're about to be smooth. Oh my gosh, it feels like Christmas. Feels like Christmas in January 28th. Come on, get it going. Get it going so I can see this finale. And it's just loading. Come on, get back on. All right, we're back underway. Oh, and we've seen a 6. Oh, the crowd's going crazy. The crowd is going crazy here. We've just seen a 6 as soon as we've gotten back, and it's 123 for 5. Through 12.3 overs, they've got 7 runs here off this over. India are actually coming back into the game. That would be an event not to miss. Udon has an international airport. Mate, I'm in Vietnam. It takes me a couple of hours to get there. Takes me a couple of hours to get there. 6 distance, 100 meters. Dubé right now is saving India's bacon and actually keeping them with a sniff in this game. Keeping them with a sniff. Yeah, it is buffering galore for me. Oh, it's not the internet. The internet is 258 on the MBPS. Oh man, VPNs will be the death of me, man. Whether it's ExpressVPN or whether it's NordVPN, you both can just eat one, eh? You both just can eat one. Next bowl. Oh, he's out. I think he's out. He's been given. Duba's gone on 46. And that probably is the sealer. That probably is the sealer. Duffy, that was just going absolutely wild there. We were seeing just a flurry of shots. An absolute flurry of shots that were going down for Duba. Oh my gosh, it's been overturned. It has been overturned here. Wow, they've overturned it. I clicked on go live and now it's been overturned. Okay, so India saved themselves. $123 for 5. If he goes there, that was the game done and dusted. He stayed in, game's still on. That is so lucky there for India. Is that a 6? Is that a 6? That's a 6. And he's hit the feedy bomb. Feedy bomb. Feedy bomb. Feedy bomb. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Feedy bomb. Feedy bomb. Feedy bomb. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. 52 runs for Shivam Dube. That's 129 for 5. And he is taking India into a chance to come back in this game. You just can't believe it considering where we've been. 50 bombs to the chat. Gee whiz. Harshit Rana on the 2. Dubé on 52. Target 216. Still a long way to come back in this game. But if Dubé stays in, there is still a chance. But it is very much reminding me of the comeback that we were seeing from Virat Kohli and Harshit Rana before it fell apart in that third ODI. And the atmosphere was going absolutely nuts in that one too. Oh, that was a good bowl for a dot ball. And it'll be inside, so it won't be a wide. Good bowl. 87 to win from 42 balls. 87 to win 42 balls. And that's the over. So 13 runs off of the over. I'm just glad that I'm not watching Jamie Overton bowl because that last night really pissed me off watching that bloke bowl. He really pissed me off, eh? Watching him bowl, I think, gave me an STD. I'm 100% certain. Seven overs to go. Last 12 balls, 42 runs in the last 12 balls. Wow, 21 run rate, 6s 5, 2 4s, a 21 run rate in the last 2 overs. Yikes. By the way, I'm getting my vision of the game stoppy and starty right now. Are you guys getting clear footage through, or is it lagging? Because I can't do anything really about it with it being this this VPN schmozzle. These guys need to stick in though, especially Dubé. Oh, this is painful. Shivam Dubé better than Babar Azam. Okay, Babar Azam has absolutely nothing to do with anything in this game right now. Oh no! Oh boy. That was close. That was super close. But he's not out. So 86 to win off of 40 balls. It was a dot ball. Next bowl. And up in the air! That's going to go for a single. It's clear as mud, mate. What are you talking about? It's clear as mud? Oh, is it really bad, is it? Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, that's frustrating. But again, I can't do anything about it. Clear as mud tells tells me it's awful. Tells me it's awful. Well, look again. It's freezing up a bunch of me in regards to this. It's not the internet. I hate VPNs, bro. They really just. I'm sick of them. Sick of them. So Dubé on 53, Harshit on 3, 85 to win off of 39 balls. I can see you all good. Okay. For 13.3. Why did I have to do this? Like, he didn't even do it at all yesterday. Yesterday we were sweet as, hey. Yes, call it a wide. That should be better. It would take a miracle, India. It would take a miracle right now. So if you have been watching, guys, and it has been buffering and slow and all this type of shit, please refresh the stream. Refresh the stream to hopefully get it back on target. Because it's not stopping and starting for me now. And this just proves to you it's not the internet and it's the certain VPN. So 82 to win off of 36 balls. Don't forget tomorrow night, Pakistan versus Australia. 6 overs remain. Oh, you got a good sleep tonight, that's for sure. Ugh. Good sleep tonight. 36 left. Is Dubé on strike? But if he goes out, that is the Delhi monument falling down. That's for sure. Yeah, they're talking about that run chase of Harshit Rana with Virat Kohli in that ODI 3, even though they didn't get the dub. Oh, that's a big shot, big shot, big shot, big shot, big shot. It's a 6. That is a 6 for Dubé, and he goes into the 60 slammers. They're now at 140 for 5. If Dubé keeps staying in, by the way, 10 6s, 10 4s, they've equaled the amount of 4s with 6s. This is massive from Dubé right now. Yeah, he's just seen that and just sent that one directly up and kept Daryl Mitchell away from it. Not that I'm really backing him for that catch there anyway, because we did see him drop a big time catch, which could have ended up winning the series 3-0 in that ODI series. This momentum for India is so strong. You need to find a way to break through here, Kiwis. You got to, otherwise you could still lose this game. Still need 76 off of 35 balls, though. At this stage, New Zealand were 140 for 4, so you will see New Zealand pick it up from now. Wow, at this stage, it was basically even. It was 141 for 4 for New Zealand, and now it's 140 for 5 for India. So one less wicket, but also one more run. Very, very close there. But considering we know what New Zealand do from this point onwards, and they do start getting some really good boundaries, it shows that India are still in between a rock and a hard place. This is going to be a very, very difficult chase. And shot through for a... That's incredible fielding. Oh, there's a run out. What? Oh, there's confusion out in the middle. There might be a 4 here. If it's not a 4, it's a run out. If it's not a 4, it's a run out. In today's era, modern cricket is something only India can really play. Their young talent's very dangerous. 1 second. Does he get his hand? No, it's a 4. It is a 4, so it's not out. Their young talent's very dangerous. If you put Australia above India, that just can't be right. Yeah, well, you're wrong. Because Australia is the most successful nation in all of history in regards to cricket. So what are you talking about? India is extremely dangerous. Australia is number 2 in regards to the T20s. India is number one in regards to the T20s. Let's see how Australia go against Pakistan, who is ranked number 5 in T20s. And also, let's see how the T20 World Cup goes. Australia have a very good history against India overall. So I'm looking forward to it. But really strange for a Pakistani to be circle jerking the Indians right now when it's not even true what you're saying. Like, it's not even true. It's delusional. Malik, that is a delusional comment. So not only are you saying a comment that is delusional, because it's just simply incorrect, but you're a Pakistani defending India based off of a delusional comment. I don't think I've ever seen the day. I'm not too sure I've ever seen a comment from a Pakistani defending India that is based completely off of absolutely nothing. If it's not a 4, it's a run out. Irish cricket. Yeah, well, because it was right on the boundary, but he did kind of put his hand in and threw it back in, and then they threw it again back into the wicket, who stumped him, but they were celebrating the middle for the 4. It did end up being a 4. We put India to the sword every time matters the most. Exactly right, Nath. And this is why it's so surprising to see a Pakistani take the pants off of India and give him a nice little rimmy, because it's a really weird comment. England are top, aren't we? I assume we are. You're not, Chris. You're not. Oh my gosh. He's touched that. That's out. Oh my gosh. They're going to review this. But I've never seen cricket like this. These guys turn Test cricket into T20. I refuse to believe they're human. Malik, are you Indian? Are you Indian? This is real circle jerking right now. You've never seen cricket like this? Are you serious? They're about to lose to New Zealand. What are we doing? So it's whacked straight back to the bowler, and he has touched it, and he is out. He's touched that. He's touched that for sure. It's just Malik, your comments are ridiculous, bro. You are literally talking about how you've never seen a team like this before. India are 145 for 7, about to lose to New Zealand. What are we doing? I get saying, like, the thing is, the reason you're getting this passionate response and people are clowning on you, inclusive of myself, is because for some reason, people like you feel the need to insult Australia. You can't just say India are playing good cricket. You want to sit there and be a dick and just insult Australia for no reason. What did Australia have to do with your comment of saying India is looking good right now? What did Australia have anything to do with what point you're trying to make regarding India? Because if you want to talk about India's T20 skills, it's very good. They've won 3-0. Now it's going to be 3-1 because New Zealand are going to win. I would sit here and I would say India are very good. But to denigrate Australia based off of things that have absolutely nothing to do with the conversation that you're talking about just makes you look like an idiot. And that's why we respond to you like this, man, because it's just stupidity. It's definitely Malik isn't Shatish, bro. It's not Shatish. So needs 71 runs from 30 balls. Like, it's just stupid. It's like, Malik, do you really want to go down a path where we just absolutely shit on Pakistan cricket, which has won nothing? Like, really? Is this what you want to do? Like, why do you constantly just want to argue about Australia? We fucking own you, bro. And we always will own you. And don't ever forget that. In every single format of every single everything. Even if you ended up winning a single damn well T20 series, we still own you in every single format across everything. Everything, bruh. Stop with the random just insults for Australia for no reason, man. Like it's just stupid. Just an idiot, bruh. Just an idiot. He goes, we'll find out the result tomorrow. Oh my god, the guy doesn't understand. A T20 World Cup, a T20 pre-series of the World Cup. I can't even deal with it. The Pakistanis really, they get me going, eh? They get me going. They're just delusional, mate. They're delusional. They really are. They're delusional. They're the most delusional fan base in all of sport. Isn't this the same bloke that was telling us that like they're going to be good at football World Cup or something? That's going to be up and lucky not a catch there. That they're going to like win the football World Cup one day or something? I don't know. Anyway, that's a 4. So it's 151 for 6. Sometimes we lose our shit, eh? Like, sometimes we do get annoyed. And it's not because, like, you get upset. It's because you just think that someone's so stupid that they want to be, like, they want to be the guy. They want to be the funny guy. And you're not funny. You're just an idiot. Tad says, after that comment, I've never wanted Australia to win anything more in my life. Tad, this is the thing I try to tell you, brother. This is the thing I'm trying to tell you, dude. This is all of them, though. It's not just one. It's not just one. It's not just an individual. They're all like this. They're all like this, dude. It's painful to deal with because they're so ridiculous. That's right. 1 month old account show elsewhere. Yeah, probably. And that's going to be a double. Let's not forget the mighty England. I hate you. You know, I'm so tired. It's basically 12 a.m. here. I know it's earlier for you Australians. And I've got to deal with this clown. Not you, Chris. The other clown. That's going to be a 4. Good shot from Harshit Rana. 60 runs off of 24 balls. They would need some big sixes here, that's for sure. That's the thing. I could very easily do a whole different channel approach and not reply to it like that. And reply to it. And this is what a lot of content creators will do. They'll sit here and they'll see that the audience is in Pakistan. They'll get an audience from Pakistan if they sit here and just, circle jerk them the whole time. And just be positive and this and that. You trust me, you don't want that kind of. You just don't want that kind of shit. You need to reply with as honest as who you are. Because otherwise, we're just going to sit here 24/7 and talking about Pakistan. And that's going to be thumped out there just for 2. Scale says, I'm back. A big point of mine is that the BBL is dying for talent outside Australia. They signed Pakistani scrubs. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Don't let him hear that. They're so delusional that they blame. This is the best part. Pakistanis don't think that Babar Azam was bad this year. They don't believe he was bad in the BBL. They believe the BBL did it to him. This is a legitimate thought process from Pakistanis with Babar Azam. They do not believe that Babar Azam has the capacity and the ability to play bad cricket, even though we've said it many times. They blame the BBL. And they blame the Sydney Sixers. There's no accountability, there's no responsibility, there's nothing. $59 to win, 22 balls to go. Oh, he's really opened up on that one, and he is gone. Harshit Rana will be gone on 157. So it's 157 for 7, and Harshit's gone with 9 runs. I shouldn't have said gone with 157 because he didn't get 157 runs, but he got 9 runs. and India are on 157, and New Zealand are going to get their first win of this T20 series. They will get their first win of the T20 series. Kraken's still here. Kraken, are you still here, champion? How's the Indians going? But you know what? This is the real kicker to old mate Malik's comment. He didn't choose a game that India's winning. He didn't choose a game where India were playing their explosive style. He chose a game that they're losing by a mozza to New Zealand. They're 59 to win, 21 balls with only 3 wickets remaining, and they're past all their batters. What an odd choice of a game to be doing this. What an extremely odd choice. Very, very odd. You're an odd bloke. You're an odd bloke. Because New Zealand are not losing this game from you. Because that's why we're all different from the rest of the idiots. Staunch. Forgot the Ashes last month. Big swing, big miss. I bet he targets. Absolutely he does. But also the painful thing is that we can't hide guys like that. Because like it still does, add to the entertainment of it all. And also they are entitled to their opinion to come in, and as long as it's not like every single comment talking about this and talking about that specifically about their country when their country's not playing 24/7. Straight up in the air, this should be gone, should be gone, should be gone, and Arshdeep is gone. It's 157 for 8. Yeah, no, India, best team of all time. Look at them, they're fantastic right now. Frustrating thing is that look, I don't like to hide people like that because they do still put themselves in the chat, especially when I'm building a cricket part of the channel when we are rugby league. Rugby league we can hide them quickly, but with cricket you just don't want that because sometimes it can quite get a bit of a slog, especially in those shit games. So you didn't want to be able to bounce off the chat. Skeller says, I literally have a recorded video of Heat vs Sixers where Smith hits a single and the next ball Babar plays his first big shot and gets caught out. Now we all know that moment. That was classic. 2 wickets in the over from Soddy. He's been very expensive in this game with 42 runs. 41 runs in 3 overs. But this over's been fantastic with 1 run and 2 wickets in 5 balls. Bumrah. Oh, that is going to be a 4. Good shot from Bumrah for a 4, and it'll be 161 for 8. He had a meltdown after they retired him that game. He did have a meltdown. He did. I wonder if he ever did actually, like, privately. Like a genuine... we'll never know. I wonder if he privately actually ever took accountability for that. I wonder. I doubt it. So Santner comes into bowl. There's 3 overs remaining. Can India get through without losing all their wickets? There's only 2 wickets remaining. 2 wickets remaining. 161 runs. 55 from 18. Big swing, and they will get a dot ball. Probably the worst possible thing ever right now. And they want Bumrah on strike right now. I guess he's the only one out of the 2 that really goes deep. Well, if you are in our side of the world, well, I shouldn't say our side of the world right now. If you are in the Aussie, New Zealand side of the world right now, if you're still up and watching this game, especially if you're Australian and don't have a dog in this fight, and if you're a Kiwi, it's actually just super early in the morning now. It'll be about 5 a.m. for you. But if you stayed up and watched it, kudos to you, mate. Kudos. 17.3 overs down. By the way, Jay, did you just time him out or did you hide him? That will be a single. Maybe two. No, just single. 7.4 overs down. Pakistan, Australia tomorrow. I almost hope that the stream doesn't get picked up on analytics. I almost hope that tomorrow's stream is not a growth stream. I almost hope it. Oh, that's up in the air. Should be going in. Should be going here, and Sodhi will get the catch. Santner gets the wicket, and there is one wicket remaining here for India. Yeah, look, valid, Jay, valid. So Bishnoi, he is on 8. You know, like you go and compare the two. Like with Sana, for example, Sana doesn't say stupid shit. Like Sana will constantly bring up Pakistan, which can get frustrating. But Sana doesn't say, you know, things to rile you up. Doesn't just insult Australia for no reason. Sana just will say like, "Oh, I think Pakistan's going to beat Australia." That's whatever, you know. That's fine. I think there's a difference. Like I don't really have a problem with Sana and the way Sana acts, but old mate is just incessant. I'm sure we'll be back on a different ult. Yeah, give it 20 ults. He'll definitely be back tomorrow. 150% he'll be on an ult tomorrow. 1,000,000,000%. One more wicket left. And reverse sweep from Kolip. So it's 162 for 9. 18 overs gone. Can they get through the final 2 overs here without giving up their final wicket? Imagine if we were overrun in chat tomorrow with 300 Pakistanis coming in. I think, well, that's kind of what happened for the first BBL game. But luckily, at that, we still had a few Aussies awake at that time to bounce back at them. But we probably won't have many Australians. Well, we might have a few Australians, actually. Some Aussies might stay up for it. They might. Some might, but apparently it's not on KO. Can I be honorary Aussie tomorrow? Well, I guess it depends on if there's a large crowd that comes in against Australia. I'm sure you'll understand why we say it, as you saw before, and then you can definitely be Australian. If it's just kind of us kicking around again, then no, you're an Englishman, and you can be on Pakistan's wagon all you like, because I know you're not. You're doing it for banter reasons. They're not. There's a difference, and you know the difference. They're not. I'll be you. We'll see you there. Kuldeep on 0 from 1. Bishnoi 9 from 9. Next bowl. That's going to go back. No, it won't be a 4. Just a single. Go for 3 runs, he Kaz. Yeah, I don't think this will damage India's confidence too much, but it'll definitely boost New Zealand's confidence. This game has just been completely, you know, what we saw from England against Australia in the 4th test of the MCG in the Ashes. Oh my god, Jay. Oh my god. So I'm not biting. I'm not biting. I'm not biting, lads. I'm not biting. I'm not biting. So 165 for 9. 18.3 overs gone. The guy wants to compare players. The guy wants to compare Pakistan players with Australian players. That'll do me. Oh, let me go to bed. Get that last wicket up in the air. It's gone. Yes. Yes, we're gone. The game is over. The game is over. The guy wants to compare Pakistan and Australian players. That'll do me, lads. I can't deal with this. This is the delusion we're talking about. Well, to be real, is it even worth your time to respond to? You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, big win for New Zealand. They have lost the series already. They lost the first 3 games, and there's one more game to go after this. But they do get the 4th game, which is great. So they're down 3-1 in the series. Obviously, a bit of confidence going into that T20 World Cup coming up. They did need it. So, yeah, big win there for New Zealand. 50 runs was the lead. And obviously, what a spectacular performance by a guy like Tim Seifert, who got the job done in the end. But, guys, I'm going to see you tomorrow for Australia vs Pakistan. God bless us. God help us. God bless you. God bless everyone to get through that. It's going to be interesting. But we're going to have some fun with it regardless. So, obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I hope you guys are enjoying the streams. And I will see you tomorrow for a comparison player by player of Pakistan and Australia. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.